Hello, and welcome back to another Danganronpa day. Um, I'm excited to be back to this because last we left off, Makoto died. Well, he actually ended up in the trash room, and or a trash room where like a bunch of like garbage was. Um, and I guess now may start to get closer to figuring out what is going on. Because uh um Kyoko basically had like a plan for everything, and then Alter Ego also helped out to stop us from being executed. Um so yeah, we're gonna figure out what exactly is well, I hope we're gonna figure out what exactly is going on in this place. So yeah, with that oh, you also beat Conquer last time. That happened. And Yeah, that was a fun game. So we'll get started with Danganronpa today. I'm trying to think what else happened. Oh, yeah, we saw one of the funniest we saw one of the funniest images from this game I've ever seen. With Makoto, Byakuya, Hiro, and Hina's holding three of their children. Which is messed up because Hero's like 21. And well, actually, I don't know, like, so I thought Hope's Peak is supposed to be like a high school. Um, like it's them going to high school or like them entering a high school. I could be wrong. That's what I thought was my initial thing, but they're supposed to be in like a high school setting at least. Um, so like my thought was like, I think they have to be like at the youngest, like at the youngest 16, but I feel like they're like around like 14, 15. So the implications of Hero in that ending scene is crazy because he's a full 21-year-old man. He's of American drinking age and already of Japanese drinking age. But yeah, let's get right to it. Oh wait, actually I did want to since we're getting close to the end, and I can't really control people, so we're gonna put in a little pin message, just you know, just so people don't come in saying spoilers. It hasn't been, no one's really been doing that yet, but you know, just because people tend to get like rambunctious about, especially visual novel games. All right, there we go. And we'll leave that there. All right, now let's get started. Okay. Is that an airplane? How'd something like that wind up in the school's garbage pit? Is that a rocket ship? That's a rocket and a tank. I better not think too much about what I'm seeing down here. This is a desk? Once you're gifted, I draw a picture of a woman I guess it's a power next to a bucket of chemicals and dog poop and trash shoes in a tank top. Trash, I'm not here just listening. Alright, well, thanks for listening on Injade. Also, yes, welcome in. I like the name change, and someone else will take you up on that 100 gifted offer. I don't know if I have the guts to do that, but let's give Jade a shout out. All right, cool. That's probably one that fell down here with me. Oops. So you went with the good route, honestly. Yeah, I could have ended it there. Hold on, is Tuesday my birthday? No. No, Tuesday's not my birthday. My birthday's not for a while. It's locked. No matter how many times I pushed or pulled or kicked at it, it didn't budge. Getting out of here isn't gonna be that easy. Well, if I'm not getting out of here anytime soon, I decided to look around for some food. There's plenty of food here, but it's all rotten. But that was pointless too. Next, I searched for some water. How can I be sure which liquids I can drink and which ones are an all-around bad idea? Again, pointless. I feel like I'm blocked in on all sides, but that's still not enough reason to give up because I'm still alive. As long as I'm alive, I'll never give up. After making that proud declaration, the next thing I decided to do was go to sleep. My sleep was deep and uninterrupted. That was my only way to preserve what little strength I had left, and after not being able to eat or drink, I can't be sure, but I think at least a full day had to have passed. And all I did was sleep and sleep. It was like I was waiting for some kind of sign or to come falling out of the sky. However, what fell from the sky wasn't a sign, not exactly. A crunch. Was it Monokuma? Oh, it's just it's more trash. Just start eating the trash, Makoto. Become the trash man. The strange sound pierced my silent isolation, jarring me awake. As I watched, the pile of garbage jostled and formed an odd shape. Did something fall down over there? Something fell from up above. What could it have been? Did a giant piece of trash just fall down here? I carefully stretched my hand out toward whatever it was that had tumbled down here with me.
Just a second.
A giant piece of trash? Rude. Before she even emerged from the pile of garbage, I knew who it was.
It smells
Cup noodle on her
awful.
head. This place smells awful. Kyoko?
Indeed.
You look like you're doing better than I expected.
Hey, hold that door! Hold that door! Hold that door!
Welcome in, Tef. Thank you for holding the door open. 8 doors, nice. What are you doing here?
So...
Isn't it obvious? I'm here to help you. Hi, Tiff. I'm glad to hear that, Kyoko. You've got a bit of garbage in your hair. She gave her head a quick, sharp shake to get rid of the trash, then faced me again.
Hey.
First, I have something for you. Go ahead and eat it. We can talk once you're finished. Thank you. I snatched the bread and water as she was holding out for me. Within seconds, it was in my mouth and making its way toward my stomach. Thank you for describing eating for me, Makoto. I'm glad you really went into the process of that. Ooh, that really hit the spot. Now I've got all the energy I need to keep going. So, you still haven't given up then? Of course not. After all, the fact that I can keep going forward is about all I'm good at.
Hmm?
Well, that's not such a bad thing to be good at. But Kyoko, why'd you come to rescue me?
So...
To pay a debt. Or, no, to atone. Atone?
You...
During the trial, even though you knew I was lying, you didn't say anything. Well, in this timeline, I didn't say anything. So you knew that I knew.
Indeed.
But even though I knew, I did nothing to help you. I abandoned you. Don't say that, you didn't abandon me. No, that's exactly what I did. I abandoned you in order to save my own life. You were trying to save me, and I couldn't bring myself to do the same for you.
However...
But listen, not that I'm trying to make excuses, but There was a reason that I had to survive, no matter the cost. Why'd you have to survive?
It's true.
I'll tell you. I'll tell you everything. The reason I have to survive
In other words,
is so that I can do what I came to the school to do. What? I made my mind to come to Hope's Peak Academy for one very important reason. So you have some reason for coming to Hope's Peak?
indeed.
That's right. At least I did once. Oh my gosh. I completely didn't realize. I forgot I had to zoom in for Conqueror, I think. Thank you for that. Let's go ahead and fix that. I meant to check that before I started. Okay, I think that should be good. Everything should be proportionate. Yeah, okay. Once? Until recently, I'd forgotten what it was. You forgot? But that's... I had no memory of what my purpose was. No memory? That's impossible. Amnesia? Then, is it really true? You lost your memory?
Makoto.
Do you remember, Makoto? Do you remember the first thing that happened to each of us as we arrived at this school? The first thing. You're talking about when we fainted, right? I fainted, and when I woke up, I was trapped here.
That's right.
I fainted too, and when I woke up, I noticed a strange feeling of separation within myself. A disconnect.
It would seem...
Thinking back on it now, at that point my memory was gone. At that time, I had forgotten. I couldn't remember why I'd come to this school, and I couldn't remember what my ultimate ability was. But what will make you forget all that?
Hey.
Strange, isn't it? It's hard to imagine it happened by chance. It seems much too convenient. Are you saying you think you lost your memory because...
Indeed.
I don't think. I'm positive it was the work of the mastermind. They stole my memory. But why would they want to do that? There's only one reason I can come up with. Because of my purpose and my ability, somehow they would interfere with the mastermind's plans. So the mastermind just stole them from you?
However...
And it could also mean, somehow my memories may be connected to the mystery of this school and the mastermind. Which is why I have to get them back. And that's why I've been investigating things by myself this whole time. But if what you say is true, why didn't you ask the rest of us to help you?
Why is that?
If I did that and we all worked as one, the mastermind would have noticed right away. Plus, there's always a chance that the mastermind is actually one of us. What?
Correct.
Well, don't make too big of a deal of it. It's just a possibility. But since it is a possibility, we can't ignore it, right? The mastermind is one of us? If she believed that, then of course she couldn't trust anyone around her. In which case, it only makes sense that she would look into her missing memory by herself.
However...
That being said, there was a limit to what I could do by myself, which is why I asked you to help me. But why me? Because among everyone, you were the least likely to be the mastermind. That was just intuition, but... I see. Your intuition was right, though. There's no way an ordinary kid like me could have been the mastermind. I ripped my mask off, and Makoto was the mastermind the whole time.
I understand. I should understand everything. My goal isn't to get
It's a
out
heavy
of
rain
here.
scenario where the game just lies to you.
It's to stay here.
It's just like the dream I had before, but why did that just happen?
Listen.
Are you okay? Oh, yeah, it's nothing. It is nothing, right?
Hey.
Even now, I still trust you, you know. It's just, I'm not used to relying on others.
Correct.
No, I never asked you for help the right way, so I understand if you're not convinced. Honestly, I was convinced. Oh wait, no, that's Makoto. Honestly, I was convinced. I think that's just her personality. You said you had a reason for doing all the investigation investigating on your own. So how'd that turn out? Were you able to remember anything?
So...
I think, but there's still a lot I don't remember. But at the very least, I was finally able to recall my purpose and my ability. You mentioned your ability. My ability. What everyone should have known me for. I'm the ultimate detective. Oh wow, I called it. The ultimate detective?
Correct.
And the reason I came to Hope Speak Academy, okay, that was like extremely obvious. she was a really good detective. So I guess she was, so I was like, oh, maybe she's the ultimate detective. There was someone I had to find here in the school. You had to find someone? Who?
So...
Well, it was the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy. The headmaster? Why'd you want to find the headmaster? Because he's my father. What?
In other words...
I was separated from him as a child. As it turns out, he became the headmaster of Hope's Peak. Kyoko's dad is Hope's Peak's headmaster? Then that means... This Broken still listening. Nice. When Alter Ego told us how he thought the headmaster was involved, I'll find a way. Huh? No matter what it takes. That explains why she was so serious about it. I knew that she had had some reason why she like thought about the headmaster. Does that mean I can date her dad? Well, I mean, he could be dead, but hey, he might be single. Who knows? No matter what it takes, we'll find the headmaster.
No matter what?
No matter the cost.
So,
Kyoko? What's going on? I meant... My memory hadn't come back at that point, but when he said that, I felt strange. It makes perfect sense now. Of course, since my whole purpose for coming here was to find him. That makes sense.
However...
But listen, Makoto, I want to make this perfectly clear so there's no misunderstanding. I said the headmaster wasn't the mastermind, but I didn't say that to protect him. I only said what I felt based on what I'd seen when I snuck into the headmaster's room. Then what'd you see in there?
So...
The room had ransacked. The shelves were a mess. The desk drawers dumped on the floor. The only conclusion is that someone who didn't know where anything was had been in there. You mean the headmaster, right?
It's true.
That was my assumption, yes. And to confirm my assumption, I decided to investigate the second floor of the dorm using the key I'd found. But why there? Because I also found this in the headmaster's room. This is some kind of map?
Indeed.
It's a layout of the entirety of Hope's Peak Academy. I found it in the headmaster's room along with Mukuro's profile in that key. The map showed that the second floor was home to a number of rooms meant for faculty use. Some of the staff must have had to stay overnight from time to time, and I figured the headmaster would have had some kind of private room there. I assumed that if that were true, the room would likely hold more clues, so I went to check.
Correct.
And that's when I finally remembered. I remember that my purpose was to find the owner of that room. So you went there to see if the headmaster really did have a private room there.
However...
But once I got there, I noticed that the second floor of the dorms didn't have any cameras or monitors. So, what was it like? That part of the school, I mean. It's hard to describe. All I can say is... The moment I saw it, I realized. Whatever's going on in the school is more horrific than we ever imagined. Really. More horrific than already was going on? What do you mean?
So...
I can't explain it. You need to see it for yourself, and I'm sure you'll get your chance soon enough. You can't describe the whole floor at all. Listen, Kyoko doesn't like to give details. She really likes it for us to see for ourselves, which makes sense at some points, and other points it's super frustrating. It sounds like it must be important and really ominous. All right, so we're gonna get out of here.
However...
Of course. Oh wait, that's the same thing. Which is why I had no idea what's going on in the rest of the building. It has to do with Mukuro Ikusawa, doesn't it?
However...
Just to be perfectly clear, I didn't kill her. And I know it wasn't you either. I know you're right, but that just means everyone but you and me had an alibi, so then who did kill her?
Anyway...
What I can say for sure is that the mastermind is directly involved. To begin with, the point of the class trial was Mukuro Ikusawa was to get me killed. Get you killed?
Indeed.
I stole that key and disappeared, and in retaliation they wanted to draw me out and eliminate me.
Correct.
That was the point of the class trial. It was? The mastermind knew they couldn't interfere directly. You mean because of the school regulations?
That's right.
Exactly. With minimum restriction, you are free to explore Hope Peak Academy at your discretion.
In other words,
The mastermind is adamant about following the rules, and with that rule in place, they couldn't step in. Since they couldn't kill me themselves, they tried to use a class trial to do it. The mastermind couldn't step in because of the rules? That makes it sound like the mastermind themselves are somehow bound by school regulations.
hey,
There's one thing I'd like to point out about the murder of Mukuro Ikusawa. What's that? There was a point where Mukuro may not have become the victim. It could have been you, Makoto. I could have become the victim?
indeed.
You know what I'm talking about, right? Do you mean when they were about to stab me at the beginning? The mastermind is a player? It's literally, it's Squid Game 2. During the night? I can hear them, you know. The footsteps of the god of death. What? I can hear the god of death as he moves. That ability naturally draws me into cases just like this.
Anyway,
Which is exactly what happened with you. I was in the dorms and I had a sense of dread. I looked down. Squid Game 2 this time, it's octopus. I was in the dorms and I had a sudden sense of dread and I looked down the stairwell. It's actually an Octodad sequel. Dude, I wish. There needs to be another Octodad game. And I saw a white shadow cross the corridor. I gave chase right away. As I followed it, I saw the shadow go into your room.
correct.
I ran into your room and I saw what was happening. I intervened immediately, of course.
However,
That wasn't the end of things, of course. I stopped them, but that led to whoever the master assailant was, they ended up dead.
correct.
And the murder was disguised, and the dojo key wound up in my room. It all has to be the work of the mastermind, in an attempt to use the class trial to eliminate me. Alright, let's see. So all this would mean that whoever killed Mukuro is also the mastermind, right?
Indeed.
I don't have conclusive evidence, but that's what I think. She's her father. But that's really bad if true. It means the mastermind can kill whoever they want if they feel like it. Wait, but doesn't that create another contradiction? The mastermind wanted to use the class trial to kill you because they couldn't interfere, right?
Correct.
You're right, that is a contradiction. And it's not just Mukuro. They needed the class trial to kill me, but seemed ready to kill you in your room. Everything they did is a contradiction. So, what does it all mean?
In other words,
It means that the mastermind is the one who's been cornered. Huh?
Makoto.
Oh, lesson on not changing history from Mrs. I'm my own grandpa. Just a little more. A little more, and I should be able to figure out the mastermind's identity. The identity of the other ultimate despair. The other ultimate despair? There's no doubt that Mukuro was the ultimate despair and that she's dead. But I don't think that the ultimate despair is just one person. It's not?
Indeed.
If you think about it, the ultimate despair seems to implicate whoever caused that event. You're talking about
That's right.
what happened a year ago. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. That line is always so clumsy to say to me. Why don't you just say the most tragic event? The tragedy. Whoever's responsible for that? It's probably a translation thing, honestly. They're the ultimate despair?
It seems
That despicable group, whose only purpose and motivation comes from despair. Then they're,
indeed.
make no mistake, they're the root of all evil that has forced us to go through this. That is the ultimate despair of the wolf group, and that is our real enemy. Oh, that's how chapter 5 ends. Okay, interesting. I guess that was the verdict. The end. Yeah, no one really died. To be continued. You received the Dream Island rocket present. Nice. Oh, maybe I should have just kept going. Oh well, last time. The ultimate despair. A group of people who caused tragedy 1 year ago. Those same people put together this killing game and began broadcasting it around the world. The most desperately awful group of people ever. That is the mastermind's true identity. Our enemy finally has been revealed. But right now we have to get out of this horrible place. Figuring out the rest of the story can come after. Yeah, you're right. So, how do we do that? Kyoko, do you still have that one thing? Monokuma's secret tool that you got from the headmaster's room? His secret mouse tool?
Indeed.
Of course I do. It's an absolute vital part of ensnaring the mastermind. I would never part with it. And it can open any door in the school, right?
That's right.
That's true. I mean, that's right. Then we should be able to get to use it on that door, right? Hey Kyoko, we can use that key of yours to open this door, right?
It's true.
Let's find out. Kyoko took out the key with the Monokuma design on it, and slid it into the keyhole. And then, click. Yes, it opened.
Indeed.
And now we can get out of here. Let's go. Sounds good. We quickly opened the door and made our escape from the garbage pit. Finally, we were finally free, but there wasn't even enough time to take a breath of relief because the real fight had just begun. The ultimate pain, ultimate suffering, ultimate despair, ultimate execution, ultimate death, deadly life. After leaving the garbage pit, we found ourselves in a tunnel extending straight up like a chimney. There was a metal ladder leading up into the tunnel. We started climbing the ladder, intent on reaching the surface. I am totally done. Yeah, that was bars right there. That title. The ladder wasn't possibly long. I couldn't even see where it ended. We climbed into darkness. The passage was so dark and cramped I couldn't even see my own feet beneath me. I had no idea we were so far down.
Hey.
Don't lose your footing. If you slip, I won't be able to catch you. Yeah, I'll be careful. But now that you said that, I'm getting kind of nervous. Maybe talking will help keep my mind off of it. So Kyoko, there's something I wanted to ask you. You said you're the ultimate detective, right? So how long have you been doing detective work? How long?
So...
Ever since I can remember. I come from a long line of detectives. Detective work is in my blood. You need to go to the gym, Kyoko. Can't even carry a boy SMH. There was a time when being a detective was considered a sacred duty. My family's always seen it that way. Then is your family famous?
Wrong.
Quite the opposite, actually. Even among actual detectives, many people haven't heard of us. Huh? But how come? It's like your family's tradition, right? So...
Right.
Because we take pride in it. Pride?
Indeed.
Alright, looks like ads might be starting. Gonna take a quick water break. Okay, yeah, we're really getting down to the... It feels like The Wire with this. Well, it feels like getting down to the wire. It doesn't feel like the wire of the show, but it feels like we are getting down to the wire with figuring out who the identity of the people are. What was I about to say? Yeah, I compared it to Squid Game 2, but I hope it's not a Squid Game 2 situation because I didn't really like Squid Game 2. Honestly, I think the second season of Squid Game was a huge letdown. Honestly, it didn't need to happen, and then it wasn't even like narratively satisfying. Honestly, but yeah, looks like ads should be wrapping up soon. All right, I'll go on ahead. A detective is neither light nor shadow. We represent neither justice nor evil. That is how we can uncover the absolute truth. We stand neutral in all things, and to do that, we have to stand separate from the rest of society. Which is why we've made a conscious effort to conceal our existence. Conscious effort?
It's true.
It's kind of old-fashioned, and I can't say it's entirely rational. But it's our family creed, and we do what we must to protect it. Because, like I said, it's our source of pride. Pride. So, that explains it. Before I came here, when I was looking up info about the school online, notice how I never said we were good detectives. We just are detectives. We prideful, though. Yeah, we're not the best detectives. We're just good. We're just detectives. I never qualified us with any like positive or negative things. Before I came here, when I was looking up info about the school online, I never saw anything about her because she hid herself on purpose to protect the pride of her family.
However,
And yet, I gave up some of that pride. Huh? In order to enter Hope's Peak, I had to reveal myself to the school. I did it knowing it was something a true Kirigiri detective would never do. But the reason you gave up that pride, the reason you go so far to enter Hope's Academy, it's because that's how much you wanted to reconnect your dad, right? There's no shame in that. Also, what is this ladder? The Metal Gear Solid 3 ladder? It's like it's like a full 5-minute long ladder. It's a huge ladder.
what?
Reconnect? I had absolutely no desire to reconnect with my father. They're slow. Fair. Huh? But you'd be reunited after all those years, right? You would have had so much to talk about.
Wrong.
There's nothing I want to talk to my father about.
However,
There is something I want to say to him, though. What? No matter what it takes, I had to find him and tell him face to face. What is it?
So...
I want to sever all ties with him. Sever? The last time I saw him, I was still very young, so I don't remember myself, but apparently he was extremely intelligent. He was in line to become the next head of the Kirigiri family. He was talented, he had a promising future,
However,
but he had no interest in detective work, so he cut himself off from the family. Not long after that, my mother died and he simply ran away. He went to my grandfather and they had a huge argument, and young as I was, he left me behind. I'm sure there was a reason for that. I'm sure Dad wanted to take you with him.
right.
If that's true, then I need to thank him. Thank him for leaving me. Because unlike him, I take pride in the work I do. I take pride in my family name. So, every last part of me is happy he didn't take me with him. If I'd gone with him, I never would have had the chance to become a detective. I was above Kyoko on the ladder, so I wasn't able to see her expression. So I couldn't tell. I couldn't see how she looked when she said that, what she might have been feeling. All I could tell was that, compared to her usual self, she was more talkative and more emotional. I don't blame him, you know. He had his own life to live. That's what anyone in my position might say, right? But it's not true.
However,
But there is one thing I can never forgive. Really?
so...
The way everyone else looked at me. I was never sad about being left behind. Like I said, I think it was a good thing.
However,
But when the rest of my family looked at me, they saw something different. They only saw me as a little girl that was abandoned by her father. That's how they see me even to this day. This shadow had been following me my entire life. I'm sick of it. I turned into like a Tweety Bird for a second. It was very Mega Bitoji coded. True. Bye, child. I'm gonna dip out. This life isn't for me. I need him out of my life. I need to step out of his shadow.
correct.
That's why I have to find him and tell him we're no longer family. In order to settle the past, in order to remove him from my life forever. I have no doubt he forgot about me years ago. But your family, to just cut him out like that.
Wrong.
Our only connection is through blood, nothing more. Are we connected by heart and soul? No.
Hey,
Is blood really enough to call someone family? Only connected by blood, not by heart or soul. I was so shocked to hear her say something like that, I didn't know how to respond. So instead, I said nothing. You just hear, what a thrill. The Metal Gear Solid 3 theme just starts playing. I just kept climbing the ladder in complete silence. And after I don't know how long, good choice, nephew, we finally reached the top. Looks like this is it.
Indeed.
On the other side of this door, Don't Speak is waiting for us. We're back.
That's right.
Remember the hatch on the ground near the trash room? I'm fairly certain this is where we'll come out. I unlocked it earlier, so it should open without much trouble. Well, here goes nothing. I reached my right hand up and pushed against the hatch. The hatch opened with ease, and so, isn't Monokuma gonna see this? I think there are cameras in here, aren't there? Looks like we're back.
Whew.
But I can't believe how long that ladder was. I'm exhausted. I can't exactly say we're safe and sound, but at least we're out of there. Now we're back in Hope Speak Academy. Kyoko, thank you. I never would have gotten out of there without you. No thanks necessary. I was just returning the favor. So, now what do we do? I'm glad I didn't die, of course, but if the mastermind finds out, I'm worried about you too. You helped me, so they might...
Listen.
You're worried? Yeah, of course.
So
Then let's just get a concrete answer. Huh?
in other words,
Let's ask Monokuma if there's a problem with you escaping. Well, wait, that's...
however,
If we try to hide, it's only a matter of time until we're found out. And it's not like we can run away. As she said that, she pointed to the nearby surveillance camera. Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. There's cameras here. So you're saying rather than stressing out over getting caught, we should just give up now? Don't worry. What you think is going to happen isn't. Because the mastermind is the one that's ensnared. The mastermind is ensnared. You said something like that before. What does it mean?
so
The mastermind stood exposed during the investigation into Makuro's death. There was a moment where the mastermind let their guard down. There was?
right.
If we can talk to Monokuma, we can confirm it. And it'll be better for us if we go to him directly before he tracks us down. That should help with our negotiations. I'm still super uneasy about this. But we don't really have a choice, do we?
Indeed.
Monokuma should be in the gym.
Shall we go?
Let's get going. Anything else, or just go
Shall
to the
we
gym?
go?
Yep. Okay. Where are we? Okay, it's the first floor. Yeah, you all should be in the gym 10 minutes on those 10 minutes on those ladders. This way. Yeah, I mean, I guess we only really had one ultimate powerhouse, and that was Sakura. So she probably would have taken 10 minutes on the ladder. But yeah, I mean, Makoto's the ultimate average one, and I mean, Kyoko's a detective. Not the most. That's not the most like requirement for that.
Well now.
Hey! Kyoko, I don't mind so much. But Makoto's supposed to be dead. What's he doing here? That's exactly how I thought he'd react. Are you really gonna be okay? You're supposed to be punished. Did Kyoko help you?
What?
So what if I did? What will you do? If the guilty party is exposed during a class trial, they alone will be executed. It's unfortunate, but that is the rule. So, now I gotta punish you again. This time I won't leave anything to chance. Kyoko,
Right.
do whatever you feel you have to. What?
However,
But before you do, let me just say one thing.
now,
If you execute Makoto, that means you lose. Not that that matters to you, right? Huh? I lose? You, explain yourself. What do you mean by that?
because
Well, you set up the last crash trial yourself, right? I was getting in your way, so you wanted an excuse to kill me.
in other
I
words,
was supposed to be chosen as a blackhead and then executed, right? Hey, what are you talking about?
however,
But when Makoto chose to overlook my lie, your plan came crashing down. The results of the trial weren't at all what you were expecting. Because you never imagined that in that position, one person would protect another like that.
right.
And in response to that unexpected development,
Indeed.
you reacted by proclaiming Makoto the Blackhead and tried to execute him. You made the choice out of desperation. No, more than that. You must have realized that Makoto, who refused to be manipulated, was a threat to you as well.
However,
But then, there was another unexpected development waiting for you. An entity that would throw a wrench, so to speak, in your precious execution machinery. Alter Ego. You never imagined the possibility of a being that could come to our aid, even after you killed it.
Am I wrong?
Now, here's the absolute truth. Makoto didn't kill Mukuro, you did.
Listen to me.
So, executing Makoto for it would surely be a violation of your rules, which I know you love so much. If the Blackened is exposed, they alone will be executed. That's what you told us, right? And that means I lose? You talk a big game. You're saying the Blackened is me and not Makoto?
Well?
And you can prove this, right?
Well,
No, I can't. Don't just say it like that. What is this, a comedy routine? To make such bold claims without a shred of evidence?
that doesn't matter.
I don't have any right now, but with a little more time, I can guarantee I'll find some.
That's right.
Because no matter how deeply you try to bury it, there is only ever one absolute truth. And now you're trying to talk like some kind of famous detective type.
Because
If Makoto really was the killer, he never would have come to you willingly like this. He would have feared for his life, feared another execution. He would have tried to run and hide. He would have been gripped by by the despair you so love to inspire.
however,
But here we are, confronting you with nothing but our hope in our hearts.
What the heck?
You're not supposed to be enough to convince me in the absence of evidence?
indeed.
It's not you I'm trying to convince.
Hey,
If you would execute Makoto now, everyone out there watching this would be extremely displeased. Huh?
indeed.
Imagine what everyone out there would think if you killed Makoto. They would assume you killed him because what we said is exactly right.
Listen to me.
Despair can never kill hope.
Hey,
Of course, you can say we're making all this up. You're welcome to prove us wrong. No, you have no choice but to prove it. Because if you kill Makoto without proving your own innocence, you'll be accepting your own defeat. If you want to earn despair fair and square,
that's what we have to
then I
do.
suggest you take my advice. So, what is this advice of yours?
It's true.
To do Mukuro's trial over again. Only this time, you follow the school regulations to ensure a fair trial.
It's time for one last
Hope
showdown.
springs eternal.
One final battle between hope and despair.
Oh yeah, this is anime.
Hey,
Well, that would make a proper climax, wouldn't you say? A fair trial, one last showdown. In other words, this would be our chance to expose the true identity of Makuro's killer, of the mastermind themselves. But what reason would the mastermind have to accept this challenge? They'll probably just execute me without another word. This kid could gonna get control bring one Makuro. If that's how this game ended, that'd be awesome. Interesting.
Barrett!
Very interesting indeed. Barry?
What's wrong?
Oh, I was getting bored, so I decided to change things up a little. So, time for bear jokes. Now, what you suggested might be possible. It would certainly make for one honey of a climax.
in other words,
Does that mean you accept?
You guys!
If we do things your way, that'll be enough to convince you and the viewers, right? And and it would cause your unreparable despair, right? Then I'm prepared to agree to your terms. Will your hope win out, or my despair claim victory? Let's have one finally grisly showdown. He agreed. Then we still have a shot at this.
Barrett!
But this is the long-awaited climax, right? Just guessing the killer is barely a fitting end.
You guys!
So, for this final face-off, you have to unearth all the mysteries that have been buried here. All the mysteries? That's right. Every last mystery that's pawing around the school. If you can do that, then that'll be enough to qualify as your victory for you.
it's true.
That's what we've been trying to do all along. Okay, well, good. Then let's bury it all. If you can claw your way to the truth of Makuro's death and solve the mystery of the school,
You guys!
then you win. But if you can't do all that, we'll face execution, right? I can barely contain my excitement. When you learned the whole truth, what kind of despair will you show me? We're as excited as you are, I'm sure.
Listen to me.
When we've uncovered every last truth, how will the ultimate despair reveal their own despair? I honestly can't believe this is how it all turned out.
Hey,
But before we get started, I want to clarify one more thing. Do you remember the rule? When one student kills another, that's when a class trial is held.
What's wrong?
I remember that for sure. So what?
hey,
I just wanted to confirm that is what you said, right? And it's a true statement. You don't have to be so suspicious. I've said it before, but it bears repeating. Everything is based on school regulations. And having a trial for Mukuro is no exception to that. Huh? Mukuro trial is no exception? Then it's part of the regulations? Which would have to mean that whoever killed Mukuro... It's a very polarizing approach, I know. But okay, enough puns. Anyway, here's a hint. I'm sure I told you this already, but... This killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students. And the only people to take a single step in hope since the killing game began are those 16 students. What?
Listen.
Are you telling the truth? Why'd he go quiet all of a sudden? I'm done talking. I got nothing left to say to you. So get lost, would you? Why so mad? He seems emotionally unstable. Really? Now? Now is when you make that observation? Leave me alone. Get out of here. Okay, I'm going. You're really gonna let me go? I don't even care anymore. You're all gonna put your punishment later anyway. I just start getting it ready. A super duper extra special punishment, overflowing with despair.
Hey.
Come on, Makoto. Let's go. Okay. Monokuma's unstable laughter seemed to cling to us as we walked away. And just like that, we were out of the game. Yeah, guys, I'm starting to think this Monokuma guy's not on the up and up. I don't know, there's some feeling I'm getting. I could hardly believe it, but somehow I ended up not getting executed. I still had my life and we still had a chance. Overall, things turned out way better than expected. Once again, I was in Kyoko's debt. Kyoko, thank you. Everything I have right now is because of you.
However,
don't thank me just yet. The real battle is still ahead of us. Yeah, true. But still, I'm glad it worked out. I wasn't sure if the enemy would accept my proposal. But honestly, why would the Mastermind agree to that? I mean, they don't stand to gain anything from a final showdown, do they?
so
They had no choice but to accept. Huh?
because
It's all because of that one moment that the Mastermind let their guard down, like I said. So when was it the Mastermind let their guard down?
so
I wasn't there to hear myself, but do you remember what the Mastermind said? They said they had hijacked the airwaves to broadcast our school life to the outside world, right? Yeah, they definitely said that.
listen.
And what did you think when you heard that? Pretty hard to believe, right? Well, I mean, the idea of actually taking over the airwaves seems so unbelievable.
Indeed.
You don't exactly read about something like that happening very often, so it's hard to imagine. In other words, that kind of thing is extremely difficult to pull off.
However,
And yet, somehow the Mastermind was able to do it.
in other words,
But think of it another way. There must have been some reason they had to do something that difficult. A reason?
so
They had to show the world something, no matter the cost. Us killing each other? They wanted to show the world.
it would seem
The Mastermind has been very adamant about not killing us directly, but forcing us to kill each other. And all their rules and regulations were designed to encourage that. Yeah, that makes sense. If those stupid regulations didn't exist, nobody would have killed anybody.
in other words,
So, the Mastermind's ultimate goal was to make us kill each other and show that off to the world. But why?
correct.
To prove a point, most likely. Prove a point?
Hey,
The outside world has a name for the students of Hope's Peak, right? A certain concept. You're talking about hope, right?
that's right.
And for those of us who represent hope, to kill each other and sink into despair. The Mastermind wants the world to see that, to try and prove that despair is better than hope. That's their goal, as the ultimate despair. What? They want to prove that despair is better than hope? But that's ridiculous.
It's true.
You're right, it is ridiculous, completely irrational. It's the kind of thing that nobody but those who call themselves the ultimate despair would devise. That group whose only purpose and motivation comes from despair. But is that really their only reason for making the rest of us suffer?
Makoto.
I know how angry it must make you, and yet, that same motivation is what led to the Mastermind revealing their weaknesses. What?
In other words,
Because their goal is to broadcast this killing game to the world, the Mastermind has to be more particular than is reasonable about their own regulations. If the Mastermind simply ignored the rules, and this wouldn't have been a game, but a one-sided slaughter.
at the very least,
At least, that's how those who are watching this would have seen it. And that's why the mastermind couldn't kill any of us themselves?
Indeed.
That is precisely the reason. No matter how much they hate what I'm doing, I haven't violated a single one of their regulations. Junko broke the rules, so she was punished, but in my case, they couldn't lay a finger on me.
Right.
So instead, they tried to use the class trial, following all their proper rules, to get me killed. They began a trial that didn't have a right answer, then made me out to be the killer. But even that didn't work.
It's true.
Yes, thanks to you. And due to that failure, the mastermind took yet another risk. They attempted to kill you instead, who also was not the killer. And when that fact was exposed on live TV to the entire outside world, the mastermind had to accept your suggestion.
Indeed.
To prove the world that despair is better than hope, they have to defeat us in perfect form.
In other words,
It would only do the mastermind harm to have it shown that they violated their own regulations. But all that was just a hunch, right? And you were still able to get the mastermind to accept your challenge?
however,
Well, it's only thanks to you that we got that chance. Because you believed in me, another path opened up. Still, I can't believe how much of the mastermind's thoughts and plans you were able to figure out. I didn't have the slightest clue.
wrong.
In the end, though, I couldn't prove any of it. It was just my reasoning. Essentially, I was making a bet. But it looks like I got it right. This time, at least. I won the bet. She let out a quick sigh. I took it as a small sign of relief. To be honest, I haven't been that nervous in a long time. I totally couldn't tell you were nervous at all. You seemed totally confident from the moment we decided to go talk to him. Well, presenting a strong demeanor is a fundamental part of negotiation and persuasion, wouldn't you say? Plus, if I'd shown my uneasiness, that would have just made you feel that much more uneasy. Yeah, you're probably right. How pathetic.
However,
Anyway, we can't relax just yet. All we've done is earn another chance to fight. We have to win this time.
correct.
Or everything we've gone through will have been for nothing. You're right. If we can't defeat the mastermind, it'll cost us our lives. There's no option except to win.
Hey,
But before we begin the final battle, we have to tell the others what's going on. True, but now we know who our enemy really is. All we have to do now is work together with everyone to destroy the mastermind. Work together with everyone.
however,
Is that really possible? Huh?
anyway,
Right now we have to go find the others.
shall we go?
They're probably in their dorm room somewhere. Shall we go? And you're forgetting I don't have to, like, actually find the door to exit. Alright. And, every time, plot thickens. Alright, who's first? There's Kyoko, Taka, oh man, Myron, Mondo, there's Byakuya. This is Byakuya's room. Is he inside? Knock knock. Knock knock.
Hey,
I don't think he's here. Come on, we have to keep looking. Alright, well, Byakuya's not there. Jinko, Toko. This is Toko's room. Is she inside? Knock knock. Knock knock.
hey,
I don't think she's here. Come on, we have to keep looking. Chihiro. Hina. This is Hina's room. Is she inside? Knock knock. Knock knock.
hey,
I don't think she's here. Come on, we need to keep looking. Sakura. Leon. Hiro. This is Hiro's room. Is he inside? Knock knock. Knock knock.
hey,
I don't think he's here. Come on, we have to keep looking. Alright, well, where is everyone? Are they in the dining hall? This is usually where everyone gathers. And suddenly we were greeted with... I think it's broken. You again. What the heck? What's going on? Is he broken? I suppose his emotional instability reached its limit. What's happening? Jeez, what the heck?
however,
I wonder what that was all about. I couldn't help but let out a sigh of relief. Oh,
Is
yeah,
that
okay, there's everyone.
Makoto?
You guys!
It is! There's no two ways about it. That's Makoto.
Huh? You survived?
Jeez. You're like a stubborn little cockroach, you know that?
It's like I can't say one nice thing.
I'm just asking to make sure, but you're not a ghost, right?
I like that Hero's hair looks like he was like electrified. Oh, you can't see it because of my camera. As soon as I saw their faces, I couldn't help myself. I started to tear up.
What?
Wait, what's that smell?
What the heck?
Yeah, man, that seriously stinks. It's Makoto. He smells like a wet dog. Get away. Shoo, shoo. All right. Well, so much for that happy reunion. And in a flash, my tears dried up. I still can't believe you survived. Yeah, me either. Do you realize why it is that you escaped execution? It was alter ego. He saved my life.
That's right.
Not too many people can say they had their life saved by a computer program. I imagine it was a learning experience for you.
Yo,
Makoto, what was it like hanging out in the spirit world? I didn't go to the spirit world.
you know?
Did you get to talk to her? Who? Miss Cleo. No, I didn't talk to her. I mean, I didn't go to the spirit world. A Miss Cleo reference. I mean, who the heck is Miss Cleo? So, what have you guys been doing while I was gone? Well, we figured that since the trial was over, we'd have access to new places again. And? No dice. All the rooms that were locked before were still locked. So, there weren't any new areas. Then, where can we go to find new clues? Ugh, you stink. Are you rotten? Rotten physically, mentally, every way you can be rotten. Sorry, I was rolling on in garbage for a while. The smell is so smelly. Ah, super smelly. You smell even worse than me. Way worse than me. What's happening? Why? I win. She seems happy for some reason. But she's not the worst smelling person here.
Makoto.
There's no time to indulge in an extended happy reunion. We need to explain to everyone what happened with Monokuma.
Yes.
Explain? Explain what? But is it okay that you're here? What the mastermind catches you?
It's true.
That's related to what I have to tell you all. I need to tell you all about the last class trial. Last class trial?
In other words,
We're going to redo Mukuro's trial.
Huh?
What? Seriously?
How about that?
What's the point of redoing it? Makoto killed her, right? No, I didn't do it. Like I keep telling you.
wrong.
Makoto isn't the killer. And of course it's not me or any of you. Then who is it?
I see.
What she's saying is, it was all the work of the mastermind.
Huh?
What? You're saying the mastermind killed Mukuro?
That's right.
That's right. It was on an elaborate trap contrived by the mastermind. Alright. Sorry about this ad break. Sorry, was just checking something. Alright. Alright, let's continue. That's right. It was an elaborate trap contrived by the mastermind. Makoto spotted the trap in time and did what he had to do to stop it. Oh wait, no, and did what he had to stop it.
However,
But his decision meant he would be the one to die. If I get divorced, and Trey gets divorced, and Trey and I get married and get divorced, and make a grilled cheese at someone. Okay, back from that's nice. Well, I mean, luckily we're already one step there. I'm single. Well, I'm not divorced, so I guess we do have to wait for the divorce part. So we can't fulfill that. We can't fulfill that fantasy yet. No, you can make me. I'll eat a grilled cheese from you, Henry. But it just meant that he would be the one to die.
What did you say?
You spotted the trap, did you, Makoto? Make it sound like it was easy. I just,
However,
But executing Makoto, who wasn't the Blackened, is a clear violation of the school regulations. The rules state that only the Blackened is to be executed. The Mastermind broke their own rules. Which is why I went and negotiated with them to have to try one more time.
Huh?
And the Mastermind agreed? Does that mean they really did break the rules? They had no choice but to agree. You used a TV broadcast to gain leverage you needed, didn't you?
correct.
Very observant of you.
Naturally.
I recall what you said at the end of the last trial. When you said, now it's the Mastermind that's ensnared. That's what you were referring to.
Don't be mean.
Hey, I'm totally in the dark here. What is new, Hero? Literally, Hero, you're always in the dark. For anyone who doesn't understand, you can ask Kyoko to explain it again, later. So, knowing all of this, what are we gonna do now?
About that.
It's about who killed Mukuro, right? So our job is to expose the Mastermind? But there's more to it than that, correct? Yeah. For us to win this time, we have to solve every last mystery surrounding the school. Every last mystery? But we've been looking around all this time and we still don't know anything, right?
Anyway,
You probably guessed already, but if we lose this time, everyone dies. Everyone? Hey, who said you could agree to those terms without talking to the rest of us? I'm fine with things the way they are. I'm fine living here forever with Master. Well, we saw one future, Toko. In the future that you just live here forever, you die somehow. I meanwhile want to get out of here as soon as humanly possible. Anyway, at this point, the only way for us to survive is to unravel the truth. In other words, one decisive final battle. A rather interesting development, I'd say. But figuring out who the Mastermind is and how they killed Mukuro and all the school's mysteries, it's a pretty tall friggin' order. Maybe, but this time the trial is different. We all know who our enemy is now. So if we work together and search as hard as we can, I'm sure we'll solve all those mysteries. I'm not so sure about that. Huh? I can't agree with the idea of working together with everyone. Because it's still a student. You can't agree? Why not? I mean, working together with everyone seems like the most obvious way to solve all the mysteries.
indeed.
That's what I thought too, at first. Until Monokuma gave us a little hint of his. Hint? It's a very polarizing approach. I know, but okay, enough puns. Anyway, here's a hint. I'm sure I told you this already, but the killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students. And the only people to take a single step in Hope's Peak since the killing game began are those 16 students.
I see.
Monokuma said that, did he? Then Kyoko's opinion is perfectly reasonable. Huh? But why?
So in other
If
words,
the Mastermind really is the one who killed Mukuro, as Kyoko says, then the Mastermind had to have set foot in the school, right? Monokuma could probably murder Mukuro, but there's no way he could have disguised a scene like that.
in other words,
But according to Monokuma, the only people who have set foot in Hope's Peak are the 16 students who have been taking part in the killing game. Then the Mastermind is... There were 15 of us in the main hall at the very beginning. Add in Mukuro and you get 16. So the Mastermind would have to be one of them?
that's right.
And if of those 16 people we started out with, the only ones still alive, are the people standing right here. Need I continue, or do you get it now? You're saying the Mastermind is one of us?
No way!
You can't be serious. Well, wait, we can't say that's for sure that's true yet. Monokuma just said that to confuse us.
Indeed.
It is certainly a possibility, but only one among many. The Mastermind being one of us is also a possibility. And that's one possibility we can't ignore. Yeah, I mean, they're ultimate, right? The ultimate despair? So they must be a high schooler. You can't say it's not possible. But if one of us was the Mastermind, they'd have to be controlling Monokuma somehow, right? But did you ever see anyone acting suspicious anytime Monokuma was active?
Well,
Maybe they snuck off and controlled him in secret.
but
I don't know how sneaky you are. We would have noticed someone sneaking off that many times.
I'm right.
And maybe Monokuma was on autopilot. Maybe they loaded up all the dialogue and actions beforehand. In that case, there's no way he could have had all those back and forth conversations with us. Well, it wouldn't be entirely impossible, but they directed the flow of the conversation. Well, maybe, but still. Ding dong bing bong. What's this ding dong bing bong?
This is a school announcement. You've all probably figured this out by now, but at this point, the killing game has now entered
Oh,
true ending mode.
okay.
So, in the name of fairness, I will unlock
Oh.
every room in the school.
Oh, okay.
Look wherever you want. Solve the mystery in whatever way you see fit. Then we can all meet up at the class trial, okay?
Interesting. But he's so confident about everything that even if he's opening the stuff, then I wonder why he's so confident about that. How very magnanimous of him to unlock all those other rooms.
That's fine.
The time for talk is done. Now we need to begin our investigation. But I was planning on working alone from the beginning anyway.
In the name of my
At this
family.
point, I can only rely on myself when the Shogami blood flowing through my veins. I have no time to worry about the rest of you. Each of you must uphold your responsibility.
Goodbye.
Well then. After making his final statement, Byakuya left the dining hall. Yeah, master. He didn't take me with him.
Hey.
Do you blame him? Without master, the rest of you are like coffee with cream without the cream, or coffee. You're totally useless. So bye. With that, Toko trudged out of the dining hall. And now she's gone. And you're gonna go off by yourself, right, Kyoko?
Indeed.
That's right. Which just leaves Makoto, Hina, and me.
You know?
In that case, I'm gonna go by myself too.
Just a second.
Wait, how come?
How about that?
Just wait and see. I'm gonna use my totally awesome spirit power to figure out the mastermind's identity. Laughing loudly, Hiro left the dining hall. Hiro's gonna have some, like, final clue that's actually gonna be super relevant to the case. Everyone's really gonna go off by themselves? What about you, Hina? I guess I'll do the same thing.
But,
I mean, it's not that I don't trust everyone, you know?
I mean,
But up till now, I haven't really been all that useful. I just depended on Sakura and everyone else. You're not useless. If you hadn't been here, I would have died. Makoto? Yeah, that's really nice of you to say.
but,
That's also, what is he talking about? I don't even know when he would have died and then Hida saved him. But still, I know I've mostly been totally useless.
okay.
So I figure at least here at the end, maybe I can find something that'll help us all get out of here. So I'm gonna go off and do it all on my own. Okay, see you later. He was in surprisingly high spirits as she dashed out of the dining hall. And once again, it's just us two.
Indeed.
Indeed. So you're gonna go off on your tune. You're gonna go off on your own too, right, Kyoko?
However,
Well, don't misunderstand. Just because we're doing our searches separately doesn't mean we can't still work together.
so
That goes for all of us. I think I see what you mean. Doing our own investigating doesn't mean we can't work together in the end. I should just see it as us splitting up to cover more ground. And then we can get back together and share what we found. Yeah, that's right.
so then,
Well, I better get going. I have an endless list of things I need to check.
correct.
Monokuma said all the doors in the school have been unlocked, right? So we should be able to investigate every nook and cranny in the school. We can visit all the places we couldn't go before. Makoto, no matter what it takes, we have to uncover the truth. By any means necessary. With that, Kyoko was gone, leaving only me. I don't have any time to waste either. I have to begin my search. I still can't believe the mastermind might be one of us. So that's what I have to prove. I prove the mastermind isn't one of us. I'll expose the mastermind's true identity and solve the mystery of this school. And then we can all escape together. Alright, time to investigate. I guess we'll start by taking a look at Mukuro's Monokuma file. Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. The victim had been stabbed a single time with a knife, which went completely through the body. They had been struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe. The body was covered with other wounds, but these were at least several days old. Once we find out who killed Mukuro Ukusaba, then we'll know who the mastermind is. So where should I start my investigation to figure out who killed her? I guess I should start with the rooms that were locked up until now. The headmaster's room, the biolab, and the door in the data center with Monokuma's face on it. Oh, and the second floor of the dorms where the gate was down before. That should be open now, right? After that, I'll have to double check the areas that are connected to the murder, which means the garden and the dojo. Okay, time to get started. Places to check spread to the truth bullet section. So that might come up during the case. I just wanted to go into the kitchen for fun. I'm surprised they never re-up that knife. They never put that knife back. Oh, that was a note I could read. Is there any use for my Monokuma coins now? Like, I guess I might as well keep them. Alright, so... There were any locked rooms over here, were there? No. Alright, I guess we might as well start with the second floor. So, wait, where are the dorms gated off? Wait, I don't actually even remember seeing any gated off dorms on the second floor. It's at the second floor, right? This is where the bathroom cleaning supplies are stored. Also, it's a secret room. Should probably avoid going in and out of there too much. Man. Wait, what just had? I swear I just saw like something had question marks on it. I think I'm just crazy. Okay, I think I just hallucinated that. Alright, well, third floor. Wait, let me see my... What's the truth bullet thing say? Yeah, the second floor dorms. Wait, let me look at the other floors then. Okay. Headmaster's room. Garden. File lab. Dojo. Oh, here. I forgot about here. Hold on, I want to go see that. The gate's open. We can finally check out the second floor of the dorms. I have to do it. I completely forgot about this. I always saw this area, but I never really understood. I never really paid attention to what it was. This is the second floor of the dorms? It looks like some ancient ruins. Or no, it's more like a battlefield, like a bomb blew up in here or something. Okay, I can't really investigate anything in here. Alright, all these rooms are cooked except this one. The bed is completely torn apart. I mean, it's not even really a bed anymore, it's just garbage. Yeah, Monokuma coin. Nice. Alright, can't look at that. I opened the door just a crack, glanced inside, and immediately closed it again. There wasn't even a hint of a bathroom. It was just a big pile of rubble. Oh. Really? That's it? Nothing else to look at? Oh, okay. Maybe I'll come back there. This is the girls' bathroom. Even in a place like this, I can't bring myself to go in. Makoto, there's no one here. Alright, there's nothing to even see here. Is that a giraffe? There's like a locker room. This room is filled with lockers. It must have been for Hope's Peak students who came before us. The class before us must have used these lockers. Oh my god, every single locker? It's like this locker is already broken. Already broken. I wonder if I could open this locker. Nope, locked. There's a card reader installed in the door. That must be how you get the locker to open. After all, it's pretty similar to the card readers for the locker rooms on the second floor of the school. And if you use your e-handbook to open those up. So does that mean, well, let's just give it a try. I took out my e-handbook and ran it across the card reader, and then, no luck. Maybe only the locker's owner can open it, which means none of us can do it. Okay, it's the same. I feel like one of these lockers is gonna work, and that's gonna be like a thing. Like one of the panels. There's a metal plate mounted to the locker. There's no way to get it open. Okay, same thing. Okay. Monokuma coin. Alright, did I look at these already? Alright, well, that was worth a shot. Alright, next rooms. What is this? Like a lounge area? This room doesn't really feel like a student's room. It has a more adult atmosphere.
Correct.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Kyoko, you gotta let someone know when you're gonna show up. It's the headmaster's private room. Kyoko,
Indeed.
I've been through this room several times already, but I still have one little regret. So I decided to check it out one more time. Huh? A regret? Kyoko looks almost meek right now. She must be thinking about something. I probably shouldn't bother her. There was a PC on the desk. It must have belonged to the headmaster.
It would seem...
Whoever used this last, it looks like they were very interested in the Ultimate Despair. The PC still has some searches left on it. Then we might be able to get some info on the Ultimate Despair?
However,
There's not much though. Nothing we don't already know.
in other words...
The Ultimate Despair isn't one individual, but instead points to some kind of group. That group is responsible for the tragedy which happened 1 year ago. They're the worst sorts of people, whose driving force comes from despair.
However...
That's all there is. Not much to it, is there?
Whew.
But I guess that's the best he could do as a complete Kirigiri failure. But any information about the mastermind is helpful, right? I appreciate whatever info we can get our hands on.
Correct.
I see. That's a good outlook to have. Oh, his despair. There's a secret room right there. You look at the chair. The desk is home to a computer. It must have belonged to the headmaster. Alright, yep, Monokuma coin, nice. Huh? There's a strange gap in the wall. Is it some kind of design mistake or a construction defect or something?
So...
There's a gap here, but not just any normal gap. I can feel a breeze coming out. A breeze?
Indeed.
There's likely an open space on the other side of this wall. Open space? Does that mean... You mean like a hidden room? I think I might know how to open it. This is the other side, maybe, of the other room. You know how to open it? Did you figure out some kind of trick or something?
Indeed.
A very easy trick, yes. So easy I'm not sure you can even call it a trick. I saw a program on a PC that I think that controls it. Enter the right password and the room should open right up.
However...
But I don't have a clue what that password might be. All we know is it's probably something made up of letters and or numbers. We can't really go from there. You're right, it's not nearly enough to go on.
It's true.
If that program was male, it'd be a program. Yeah, that's Chihiro. Chihiro is our program. I learned more about him than I had any desire to, but nothing that might have been his password. When I think about how much time I wasted on this. Jeez. So there's a hidden room she didn't get into. That's what she meant by regret. I think you can assume that there's some kind of clue waiting in there. But maybe for her, there's more to it than that. And if we want to get in there, we need to figure out the password. And if Kyoko can't figure it out, no way do I stand a chance. No, wait, there might be a chance. The password could be something Kyoko wouldn't have thought of, or something she didn't want to think of. It's Kyoko. For example, what about your name?
What?
Huh? Oh, sorry, I was just trying to think of what the password might be. I'm sure she hasn't tried it. I mean, it's totally understandable. After the way she talked about her dad, the idea that she would use her name as his password, knowing how she is, I bet the idea never occurred to her. Do you mind if I try it, just to be sure?
Well?
It's not like you need my permission. If you want to try it, try it. Do whatever you want. Okay. You know, I'm glad I thought of trying to use Kyoko's name, but if that's not it, that might just hurt Kyoko even more.
Hey.
If you're worried about me, Makoto, don't be. I already know that your guess is wrong. Okay. In that case, here goes nothing. I collected myself, then turned to face the computer monitor. Let me just type the password here. I typed in her full name, Kyoko Kirigiri. My hands were tense, slightly trembling as I finished typing it. Beep. What? That did it? Kyoko, it worked.
Why?
Kyoko? Without looking at me, she disappeared into the hidden room. She looked grim. Kyoko. One of the first times we've seen her rattled. Yeah, every time the headmaster comes up, she gets like super upset, which makes sense since it's her dad. I may as well not even been in the room. Her gaze was fixed on only one thing. The picture? Oh no, the present. Present? Wrapped and covered with such joy. That's what made it so unusual. There's a brightly colored box here. It seems totally out of place. Is it for me? I didn't know it was Christmas already. Should we open it? I'm getting kind of a bad vibe from it. It's one of those Joker, from the Arkham games, one of those Joker boxes, and a bunch of chattering teeth come out. But I mean, we can't not open it. Okay.
Makoto.
Be careful, Makoto. Why, you think it's dangerous? No, not dangerous. But surprising, probably. Huh?
It would seem...
If it is what I think it is, at the very least, it's not something you'll be happy to see. Wait, so you know what's in there?
Anyway...
Just don't scream anything, okay? Are you saying it's something that'll make me want to scream? What's in the box? What's in the fucking box? Oh, okay, I'm just gonna open it. And it's the headmaster's head. I took a deep breath and then took hold of the lid. Slowly, ever so slowly, I lifted it up. Light began to sneak its way into the box. I stole a hesitant glance inside and... Kyoko's advice was no use. I let out a trembling cry. I was close. It's a skull and bones. What was in the box? It was bones. Human bones. It was the last thing I expected to find in such a bright, joyful box. I mean, who could have possibly imagined?
I see.
Just as I thought. What? Just as you thought? How could you have known that? I mean, there were bones in there. Human bones.
Wrong.
Well, it's not that I was thinking of the bones specifically. I just had a feeling it would be his body. That's pretty much the same thing. A dead guy in a box. My father. Huh? What about him?
Correct.
What you found in the box? Those bones? That body. That's my father. Kyoko, that's him. I recognize this horrible plaque on his teeth from anywhere. Yeah, he had bad dental hygiene. That's what I always remember from when I was younger. Or at least what's left of him. Are you serious? This is Kyoko's dad? The same man that she'd been searching for? But hold on, how can you know that for sure? How do you know that's him?
So,
Given all the information we already, that's the only possible answer. So that same person may very well be the mastermind who planned all this out. And according to the files, the mastermind is a man in his late 30s. It seems possible, even likely, that he's somewhere in the school right now. It's a very polarizing approach, I know. But okay, enough puns. Anyway, here's a hint. I'm sure I told you this already, but this killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students. And the only people to take a single step in Hope's Peak since the killing game began are those 16 students. Alter Ego said the headmaster was probably here in the school, but the only ones who were alive at the start of the killing game were 16 students. When you put those two ideas together, it doesn't take much to assume
in other words,
that most likely my father was in the school, but he was also dead. That's my assumption anyway. As Kyoko explained her analysis, she was completely calm. Or no, she wasn't calm. She was only trying to seem calm. She said it was just as she thought, so she knew it was only a possibility. But I have to believe that at some point she wanted to be proven wrong, which is why she never looked at the box herself, even though she had plenty of chances. I know Kyoko said she wanted to see her father so she could cut off all ties, but was that all there was to it? I gave up on some of that pride. In order to enter Hope's Peak, I had to reveal myself to the school. I did it knowing it was something a true Kirigiri detective would never do. Would she really give up her pride just for that? I couldn't help but wonder. Hit a room present. Oh yeah, this is important. Huh? This picture? It's all faded. It must be pretty old. Wait, is this a picture of... Hey, Kyoko. Oh yeah, that thing. Which means water break. I may need to next ad break to go to a BRB to go grab another bottle of water. Yeah, I didn't get a chance to go to the store this weekend, so I didn't get a chance to get like tea or anything, but I definitely will be doing that before the maybe tomorrow. I don't know. Either this week, either next week or tomorrow. Definitely probably around the time that I start Danganronpa 2, so which I mean, it seems like it's coming up soon as we're rapidly approaching that time. British boy. Listen. Tea, the British aren't great for many things, but tea is one of the things they did good. And it's very, and I need it for my voice. Yeah, I would especially be good to do that to have that for that voice. Gonna have a cup of tea, are you? Listen, I need it. This game destroys my voice, and water isn't doing the job enough. Hey, Kyoko.
Why would you?
Well, this is annoying. Bo. That's not my cup of tea. I came here to cut myself free of the past, and yet to now find something like this. So what do you expect me to do now? Then I was right. It's a picture of Kyoko when she was a little girl. Knowing the headmaster had this picture all this time, he must have really cared about her.
Why?
Why? What? I wanted to face him and tell him myself, to cut him out of my life for abandoning me. That's the whole reason I came here. And now he's abandoned me again? And this time he even stole the only opportunity I had to move on. Has there ever been a worse father? Kyoko. Photo of Kyoko and the headmaster is added to the... Are these really gonna come in handy for the trial? Finding the exam cabinet seems like the place you'd find the clue. I should take a closer look. But I don't think Kyoko would like some stranger like me touching her dad's stuff.
Hey.
It's fine. Check whatever you want. How many times did Kyoko have to say that before you just do it? Are you sure? Okay then. I went through each door one by one, starting from the top. But all I found were piles and piles of unrelated documents. He was pretty dedicated to his job, huh?
Well?
It's just because he didn't have anything else. He could have inherited our family's business or legacy. Instead, he left it all behind.
Now,
if he couldn't even handle a job like this, he would have been that much more of a failure. I'm sure he couldn't stand the thought of that, and it made him desperate. The headmaster's desk. It's probably hiding some kind of clue, so I really want to check it out, but I really don't want to touch Kyoko's. Oh my god, Makoto, just open the desk. Stop doing this. How many times did to go through the same situation of, I don't know if I want to do this. I don't know if Kyoko's comfortable with me doing this. And Kyoko goes, I literally do not care. Do it. Makoto's just gonna be like, oh man, but I guess, okay.
Hey.
Don't worry about me. Feel free to look around as you like. Are you sure?
Because...
Never let anything get in the way of an investigation. I don't. Okay, then if you don't mind. Starting from the top, I opened up all the desk drawers and looked inside. I rummaged through each one, finding nothing but unrelated documents. But in the last drawer... Huh? It's an e-handbook, right? And it has a label on it that says in case of emergency. I found some kind of emergency handbook in the headmaster's desk.
In other words...
A handbook with no limitations, given to the school ultimate authority, the headmaster. I'm assuming that's what that is. I think you're probably right.
It would seem...
It might prove useful as we continue our investigation. Why don't you hold on to it? Huh? But Kyoko... I don't need it. If you don't want it, go ahead and leave it here. Then I guess I'll take it. We can open up those lockers now. Is it really okay? Headmaster, we ever murder yourself, Makoto. Now's not the time to just always be polite.
Hey.
Listen, Makoto? Huh? Can I ask you a favor? A favor? What is it?
So...
I know it's completely unrelated to ask you this. And I know it'll only inconvenience you that much more, but...
Hey.
Could you leave? Huh?
Correct.
Just for a little while. I'd like to be alone for a bit. See? Now's the time when you're polite, where she's like, yeah, she actually asked you to do something. Okay, Kyoko? Don't worry, I'm fine. I just need to calm down a bit.
Just a second.
I need to get my emotions in order. You know, Kyoko, you told me before about the relationship you had with your dad. How you're only connected by blood, not by heart and soul. But maybe that picture motivated him. Maybe he hoped he... Oh wait. Maybe that picture motivated him. Maybe he hoped he'd see me again someday. Is that what you're going to say? If so, it's just a theory. I just like knowing to look at the camera. A game theory. And this is an issue that can be settled with theories. That picture doesn't change the facts of what happened, what I went through. That problem can't be solved so easily. You're right. I'm sorry.
Anyway,
Once I get myself under control, I'll return to the investigation immediately. So please, just give me some time to myself. Okay, I understand. And I'll see you later. Is she really okay? Kyoko, it must have been a complete shock to her. I mean, it was a shock to me. To find out what happened to the headmaster? There's no doubt the mastermind performed that evil deed. They killed the headmaster, killed Kyoko's father. They killed him. The headmaster is dead. The one leading the Hope's Peak staff, the one who finalized the plan to isolate you, was the Hope's Peak headmaster. So that same person may very well be the mastermind who planned all this out. And according to the files, the headmaster is a man in his late 30s. It seems possible, even likely, that he is somewhere in the school right now. But we're wrong about that. The headmaster wasn't the mastermind. Which means the headmaster's true identity is... Mastermind's true identity is... It's really... Oh my god. We just saw this. It's a very polarizing approach, I know, but okay, enough puns. Anyway, here's a hint. I'm sure I told you this already, but this killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students. And the only people to take a single step in Hope's Peak since the killing game began are those 16 students. I really can't wait to see that, like, at least 3 more times. I can't wait to watch that cutscene at least 3 more times. 15 of us in the main male hall, add Mukuro to the mix, and you get 16. Including me, only 6 of us are still alive. Everyone else is dead. Or are they? And Sayaka shows up. She's like, I told you I was like... Even Mukuro. Even she's undeniably dead. So the only ones left alive are... me, Byakuya, Hiro, Toko, Hina, and Kyoko. You know, just in case the audience at home forgot. I feel like this game is designed, I will say, I think the game is designed so that you can like kind of stop playing at any moment. And like, cause it's a visual novel, it's a very long visual novel. So I think it's kind of designed in that aspect so that you can like save and come back every single time without, and then like the game will recap you. It's just the issue is it happens like in very like quick succession of every single moment. Oops. Only those 6 people are still alive. Then there's no question. Wait, no, that can't be. I refuse to believe it. There has to be some other way. There just has to be. Alright, well, let's go look at those lockers now. There's a giraffe. Is that symbolic that a giraffe is going to come out of the lockers? I wonder if I can open this locker. Yeah. No, not yours. Maybe only lock his own. Wait, yes. Oh my god, please. What about the headmaster? What about the emergency handbook I can find in the headmaster's hidden room? Okay, let's give it one more try. Jesus Christ. I took the emergency handbook and ran across the card reader and beep. Alright, just what I was hoping for. Now let's see what we've got inside. This thing is practically empty. There's just one thing, some kind of pocketbook. I don't see any name written on it, so I can't say for sure whose it is. But there's something written inside. It could be important. I don't like violating others' privacy, but I better take a look. It looks like a girl's handwriting, and all the letters are spaced out evenly like whoever wrote them was measuring them. Whoever wrote this must have been really meticulous. Huh? I was flipping to the pocketbook when my hand froze when I got to a certain page. I saw something familiar written there, words I'd heard before. There's a plan to turn Hope's Peak into a shelter and isolate the students here in a communal life. I decided to talk to the one who came up with the plan directly. It just so happens to be the headmaster and my father. He was willing to give me some more details regarding the plan. Here's what he said. The point is to keep our student prodigies safe, to keep them as our hope for the future. Only their genius can overcome disaster. Only their hope can overcome despair. For the future of our country, our world, it's not an exaggeration to call this our final hope. We must isolate our superior youth from the corrupted world and serve as the foundation of a new era. This is the only hope we have. I hope that you'll be willing to go along with this plan. So that's what my father said to me. As usual, he made a selfish decision without consulting anyone else. I can't imagine a worse father. This can't be true, can it? But I knew it was, and I knew exactly who the pocketbook belonged to. Kyoko, it couldn't be anyone else. But if this belongs to Kyoko, what was it doing in this locker? And what she wrote here completely contradicts what she already told me. She says she hasn't seen her dad since he left when she was little. Yeah, but she lost her memory. I decided to talk to the one that came up with the plan directly. It just so happens to... Yeah, I just read this. It just happened to be a headmaster and my father. What does it all mean? I quickly scanned the remaining pages of the notebook. I must have been looking for something that would have proved me wrong about this whole thing. But when I reached the last page, the question mark spinning through my head just started spinning that much faster. When I looked at it, like the rest of the pocketbook, the writing here was messy, disorganized, scrawled. Despair walks among us, and so, well, what is this? What does it mean? I have no idea. How could this possibly make any sense? Despair walks among us, and so we survive. There's a second despair. Alright, that's it. Can we open these other lockers? Okay, let's see. Nope, this ain't anything that could be a clue. Oh yeah, it's the same one. Nothing. Nothing. I think these are all busted. Nothing. Oh, here's something. This locker is totally disorganized. Whoever it belongs to probably has organization problems in every part of their life. Hello. This is very interesting. This is a crystal ball? Huh? A crystal ball? No, it can't be. There's no way he'd ever use this locker. It's just not possible. Is this a deck of playing cards? No, they're tarot cards. But wait, aren't those used for telling fortunes? It's just a coincidence, right? There's all kinds of textbooks and notebooks stacked up in no particular order, and dust everywhere. I had to assume whoever's stuff this is didn't do a lot of studying. Not that I can really talk. Trying to act as casual and as natural as possible. I picked up one of the notebooks I saw. But the moment I looked inside the notebook, any sense of easiness I may have had evaporated. Nope, Yasuhiro Hagakure. I feel like we're gonna find clues that lead to every single person who's alive right now. There was no denying what I saw. Inside the notebook was written Yasuhiro Hagakure. Is this our Yasuhiro? The notebook also contained a large number of notes of a variety of different cases. Which would mean he attended class here? No, that can't be possible. I mean, Hiro came to the school at the same time as the rest of us. And we're all sucked into this evil world. We never had a chance to take any classes. So what is this notebook? Lock a notebook. Alright. But the more I see, the less it makes sense. Because these lockers, I mean, they had to belong to previous students, right? So why am I seeing this? Why are there things in the locker that look like they belong to the people here? A notebook that seems like it belongs to Hiro, and a pocketbook that seems like it belongs to Kyoko. There has to be some kind of explanation. But if I want to find that out, I have to keep moving the investigation forward. And I have to believe in everyone. Alright. That's it for the second floor dorms. Alright, let's go check out the other unlocked rooms. I really love this game soundtrack. Where am I going? I went to the third floor. No, fourth floor. Alright, let's check out this Monokuma room. Oh, hey Hina.
Hey, Makoto.
Ah, Makoto, are you here to look around too? Is that what you're doing here? Yeah, I can't help but wonder about that Monokuma door.
Yeah.
So I figured if all the doors in the school have been unlocked, that one should be open too, right?
But,
Although I couldn't bring myself to open it.
I mean,
Because it might explode, right? And that really sucks, so you open it. I'm sure she didn't mean it, but she made it sound like she was okay with me getting blown up. It's obvious thing is you can explore these rooms in any order you want to. But I like the implication that Hina was just kind of waiting around for like 30 minutes to like an hour in this room trying to decide whether or not to open this door because it might explode. Okay, so I guess I'll open it. Oh wait, let me take cover first. I don't want to get exploded. Hina raced over to a nearby desk and hid underneath it. Okay, go ahead. Everything will be okay, right? Alright, here goes nothing. I threw all my weight into it, but the door opened much easier than I expected. Oh, this is a control room for Monokuma, maybe? There was no explosion, thankfully. My first impression was... Whoa, this place is totally sci-fi. Yeah, I was kind of thinking the same thing. What is this device? Looks like some kind of control panel. It's really over the top though, like some kind of military installation or something. Yeah, it kind of looks like a mech cockpit, doesn't it? Right? Yeah, Fumi probably freak out if he saw it. Cockpit? So the Monokuma room has a control panel that looks like some kind of cockpit. Then could that mean...
okay.
Alright, let's start poking at it or whatever. I'm gonna start pushing buttons. Hold on, you can't just or whatever, something like this. But it was too late. He was already jabbing away at the control panel. Huh? Did you hear that? Yeah, I think it came from the other room. Hina, what'd you push? I'm not totally sure, but I think it was that one. The one that says data center. Data center? I took a good look at the control panel, and I saw a bunch of buttons, each with the name of a room next to it. And just like what Hina said, there was one labeled data center. That must be the one she pressed. But the data center, that's right next door. The room we were just in, that's where the strange noise came from. Oh, that's how Monokuma can pop up everywhere. I probably better go check it out.
Yeah.
Yes, please. I'm kind of scared out of my mind right now, so I'll just cheer you on from over here. Did I just hear what I think I heard? It's weird to just see him standing around. Is that Monokuma? Hey. Grr, give me all your donuts. Is that you, Hina? What? Oh man, busted. How'd you know?
Say what?
Anyway, what is this? Some kind of remote control camera kind of setup? You don't even know what you're controlling? Well, I mean, I can't really see anything from in here.
Found it.
Ah, guess what I found? A self-destruct button. Whatever you do, don't push it.
Too bad.
Oh man. Are you seriously gonna push it? Anyway, I guess that settles it. The room with the Monokuma drawing on it and the control panel inside. Whoa, hey Makoto. Oops, wrong voice. Whoa, hey Makoto, what the heck was that just now? Monokuma. Huh? What do you mean? What you were controlling just now? It was Monokuma.
Huh?
Monokuma? What? For real? Yep. It looks like that panel definitely controls Monokuma. Which means the Mastermind has been controlling Monokuma from this room. Yeah, they were definitely in here. The Mastermind has been controlling Monokuma from this room. And this control room is totally separate from the data center area with all the monitors. So am I crazy, or did he actually? Okay, wait, no, I'm gonna look back. Yeah, he I thought I was crazy because I thought I read the same thing twice, but no, he definitely just said the mastermind's controlling Monaco from his room twice. It's like it's gotten so much more noticeable as we approach the end of the game, but sometimes he will just repeat things that happen like 2 seconds later. It's like a more extreme version of Solid Snake, because like Solid Snake will like repeat things that characters say to him back. Like someone will be like, oh yeah, this is Metal Gear, and then Solid Snake will be like, Metal Gear, but Makoto will repeat whole ass sentences that he or someone else said to him. In other words,
Hey,
maybe the mastermind can't monitor us and control Monokuma at the same time. Kyoko's theory was right. But if the mastermind's been controlling Monokuma from here, that means they've been inside the school this whole time, right? I guess that would have to be true. But if that is true... It's a very polarizing approach, I know. I'm gonna scream if I see this cutscene one more time. If I have to read this one more time, I'm skipping it. I don't care. We already saw, yes, there's 16 people. Only the 16 people have stepped foot in this and are the only ones who could possibly be the murderer. No, it can't be. There's no way, right? Alright, Monokuma control room. What's wrong, Makoto? I don't like that face you're making. Oh no, it's nothing. Oh, okay. What about you? Is everything okay? Oh well, it's just... This is where the mastermind's been hiding, right? Who knows if set up traps or something? I can't say that it isn't possible, but I really hope it's not true. So, like, you want to leave soon? There's still a lot of other places to check out. Yeah, good point. We can't waste all our time standing around here. Okay, you want to get going? Yeah. Wait, there's this thing. What's wrong, Makoto? Let's hurry up and get out of here. Wait, but why can't we look at that? Click. As soon as the door to the data center was closed, I heard a strange sound. What was that? Ah, the door! It just locked on its own! What? Wait, so I had to look at the trapdoor first? My hand shot out to grab the doorknob. You're right, it's locked, but why? Of course it's locked, because the data center is now restricted. Yes, because the mastermind has to control Monokuma. Or else we could just walk in and see them. Monokuma?
Just a second.
Hey, no fair. You can't just go around restricting whatever you feel like.
Hey.
It's for your benefit. Because if that room stays open, I won't be able to move around. Imagine how depressed everyone would be if the school mascot just up and stopped moving. Then that room.
Yep.
As you may have guessed, that's where my controls are. So right now you're being operated by someone in that room?
Yes, indeed.
Correctamundo.
You're a liar.
But that doesn't make any sense. We were just in there. We didn't see anyone. Yeah, because I couldn't check the trap door. No, you didn't, did you? Are you sure you were as thorough as you could have been? That pisses me off. That makes me so upset. Did you happen to check a certain suspicious hatch? Wow, I guess I should have checked that first. No way. The hatch on the floor? Too bad. That was your one big chance and you blew it.
Too bad.
Of course, the hatch can't be open from the outside anyway, so whatever. Now then, this room is officially restricted, so no more investigating. I'll be relying on you guys to tell the others. Peace. He's gone, but
So.
was he telling the truth? The mastermind was hiding in there? In fact, if you think about back to when we got locked out of the control room, that proves it for sure.
Huh?
Then when I said we should leave, yeah, you know. Well, the hatch couldn't be open from the outside anyway, right? So it's not your fault.
Sorry.
Oh, okay. Anyway, we don't have to let it get to us. We have to stay positive and make the most of the time we have left. You're right. If there's one thing I'm good at, it's keeping my body moving.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna go run around and tell everyone what we found here. Oh wait, that was Makoto. Was it? No, yeah, that was Ina. Nice. You got me all motivated again.
You got it.
Okay, I'm out. See you later. And you took off at a full sprint. And I'm going to do what I can too. The only way to move forward. Oh, the only way is to move forward. Alright, now the biolab. The biolab, the dojo, and the garden. Alright, was that everything? Please check. Headmaster's room. Oh, the headmaster's room, I forgot. Like this heavy metal remix of the investigation theme, same. It's like really catchy. Oh wait, I forgot to check the headmaster's room. Let me go do that first. I like to take it floor by floor. Firmly redeemed, change voice deep. Alright, well, this is the voice we're going with for, I forgot what my timer on that says. What does that say again? Hold on 1 second. What's the timer on those? 5 minutes? Alright, cool. Thank you, Fermi.
Okay, I think it's... Is it this one? I think it's this one. Wait, okay. Yeah, I think this one works. Alright, this is the headmaster's room. I've heard an awful lot about it. But... Oh wait, oops, I forgot to set the timer. Alright, I've heard an awful lot about it, but this will be my first time seeing it for myself. Ah, Makoto, it's you. Oh, Byakuya. Well, you came to the right place this time. Would you like to see something interesting? What do you mean something interesting? Take a look at this. It was on top of that pathetically ostentatious desk. Class 78, student registry. It contains profiles of all of us, and Ukuro.
So in other words...
Apparently Class 78 refers to us. Wait, when we found Mukuro's profile in Kyoko's room?
I see.
That's right, he also mentioned Class 78. It must be where Kyoko got that page. And since the rest of our profiles were listed in there along with hers,
In other words...
there can be no doubt Mukuro was a student here at Hope's Peak Academy, just like the rest of us. Mukuro Kusaba, the 16th student. That must be how Kyoko learned about it. Okay, 1 second. That started, let's see, I'll take this last drink and on the next ad break, I'll get a drink of water. It's really funny. It's really funny hearing my voice through my like headphones and the monitoring. But yeah, I also kind of forgot I had those redeems because it's been so long since someone used them. But yeah, my mixer has like a voice changing thing, so I thought it'd be fun to make those different redeems. All right, let's continue. I think ad break should be ending soon. Alright, here we go. But it seems like Kyoko was in a hurry. Huh? What do you mean? I'm talking about when she stole it. I got fabric is finishing. You have even tearing? The way the paper had been crumpled? You must have been in a hurry. Well, since she snuck in to get it, I'm sure she wanted to get out as fast as possible. But what's your point? She was in so much of a hurry that she only got the first page. The first page? Correct. Mukuro's profile actually contains 2 pages. What?
So in other
In
words...
other words, when it comes to this profile, there was more information about Mukuro that we still didn't have. What kind of information is it? Why do you ask me to explain every little thing? You can read, can't you? It seems to be some sort of detailed report put together by the headmaster himself. I
Interesting.
don't know what kind of man he was, but I'm glad he left us such an interesting clue. I was half listening to Byakuya as I skimmed through the report. Mukuro reappears suddenly, and in the background an entity floats, close but just out of reach. The entity known as the Ultimate Despair. That's what she looks like? Right now I can't be sure if it's a single person or some kind of group. Whatever it is, Mukuro definitely has some sort of connection to it. I have a bad feeling about all this. I need to push further with my research into the Ultimate Despair. And I need to pay attention to Mukuro's behavior too. This is just my gut feeling, but I think she's dangerous. Despite the countless battles she must have gone through as a member of Fender, when she entered Hope's Peak, she didn't display any signs of battle wounds or scars. That fact alone proves her tremendous skill in battle. Naturally, I want to believe in her. She's one of my students after all. But if I decide she's dangerous to the other students, I will be forced to take all reasonable measures. Mukuro is a part of the Ultimate Despair. I don't think there can be any doubt about it now. But wouldn't that mean Mukuro and the Mastermind were allies? So why? Why would they kill Mukuro? Plus, even the headmaster seemed to be afraid of what Mukuro is capable of. They would have had to take her completely by surprise to kill her like that. Or maybe it means the Mastermind is even stronger than Mukuro was.
What?
What's wrong, Makoto? Huh?
That's fine.
You seem to be lost in thought. But I should probably point out one other thing. There's another important bit of information within the file that you should note. Well, what is it? Did you notice the picture in there? Picture of a girl. Alright, timer's up.
Alright, thank you, Fermi, for the voice change. A picture of a girl perhaps you've seen before? A girl who seems to be included as part of our class number 78. That should be enough for you to figure out who the girl is. And further information about that girl is included in the file. 5 foot 7 inches, 97 pounds, even with survivors. 31, 22, 32. Well, what do you think? What do I think? Are you asking me if she has a nice body? You hopeless idiot. What I'm trying to tell you is maybe you'll want to keep that in mind for later. Maybe you'll make your way back to the corpse, and maybe you'll think, oh, that mean? Wait, is he trying to say? There's a chance the body isn't actually Mukuro? Is that what he's saying? Personally, what I'm thinking seems all but impossible, but it wouldn't hurt to confirm, right?
It's all clear now.
That's all I was trying to say. What you do with that information is your business. So I'm back to being Byakuya's errand boy. Mukuro's profile has been added to the True Bullet section right handbook. Oh, and one last thing. A bit of advice from me to you, so I suggest you pay attention. Advice from me? You seem to be getting along with Kyoko quite well. It's not that we're getting along, she's just done a lot to help me. Well, don't put too much faith in her. Huh?
In other words,
The cost of that faith might be more than you can afford. Ooh, what are you saying? Just what I think. Call it a hunch. A hunch? But my hunches tend to be proven right. The advice is free this time. Take it or don't, as you will. I feel like your hunches were wrong the last 2 times, but okay. I'll keep it in mind, thanks. Class number 78, student registry. Apparently that's us. There's the profiles of me, everyone I met at the beginning, and Mukuro. Just like us, Mukuro is apparently the student at Hope's Peak. Mukuro and Kusaba are part of the Ultimate Despair, which means her and the Mastermind should have been allies. But then, why would the Mastermind kill her? Weren't they friends? Oh, hey, look, they have an identical case. They have trophies and even a shield in the display case. No, nothing, no comment on it being nearly identical. There are documents scattered all over the floor. Somehow it makes me feel anxious. The bookshelf seems really well made, and it's filled with files and thick books. Okay, I'm done streaming. Nice. Welcome on in, Jade. How was the rest of the stream? Alright, leave the area. Yep. Alright, now to the 5th floor. Alright. I'm most curious about the biolab right now. Yeah, I forgot it says raw. And I used to love WWE. Well, here I'm at the biolab. It's so cold. It's like abnormally cold. I feel like I'm in a giant refrigerator. Seriously, why is it so cold? Ugh, so cold. Why is it so cold in here? That's the first thing I need to figure out. Alright. There's some kind of weird machine or something built into the wall. And on the left side, there's a bunch of glowing blue lights. But on the other side, there's a stack of tarps here. I've been seeing a lot of those things lately. I'm surprised the conveyance camera can work on how cold it is in here. There are icicles hanging from the monitor. On the other side. Oh. The ones that aren't glowing. There's some kind of weird machine or something built into the wall. I've seen something like this before. Ah, that's it. I've seen this kind of thing in horror movies and stuff. It's a fridge for storing dead bodies. Hi, Fear. Welcome on in. Good to see you again. Does that mean this biolab is actually a morgue? Should probably take a closer look around. Oh, there's some kind of booklet here. Oh, you're winning? I mean, I guess, maybe. Depends on what your definition of winning is. Looks like an instruction manual. We offer an eco-friendly alternative to standard dry ice for all your cadaver needs. In addition to the germicidal lamps, we also provide an ozone generator for the removal of ethylene gas. Simply insert the cadaver and the blue light will let you know that the automated systems have activated. Oh, thanks to the frog fact. Frogs continue to surprise scientists with new discoveries about their abilities, behaviors, and ecological importance. They remain one of the most fascinating groups of animals on the earth. That wasn't really, I mean, it was a fact, but that was a very boring fact. You better, Siri, but temperature and humidity levels will be adjusted automatically for optimum settings. With our system, anyone can keep a body fresh as daisy as long as you need it. Okay, so that means that the body that we saw was a cadaver. In the unlikely event of a problem, the red light will activate and an alarm will sound immediately. The exterior is stainless steel, and we do offer an optional leather upholstery upgrade package. This is the instruction manual for the fridge. There's some kind of weird machine or something built into the wall. The right hand lights are off. While looking around, I think I get it. It seems clear to me now. There's a makeshift morgue. Biolab secret has been added to the tree bullet section. And about those lights by each slot. It looks like it's set up so that when a light is occupied, the blue light comes on. Which would mean inside each slot lit up in blue, another one of the victims is. Biolab lights, okay. I can't let my emotions take control right now. There's only one thing I can do. Oh, duh. I was like, Vic, what? I wasn't thinking, and I was like, oh, this is where they're storing all the people who died. The only thing I can do for everyone who's died, and that's defeat the mastermind. And to do that, I have to continue my investigation. I don't have any other option. Alright, I guess that's it. All I can really investigate in here. Alright, now to return to the body that we now can deduce is a fake body. Or not a fake body, but not an actual person. It's a cadaver. Oh, you never figured out what's up with this pickaxe. Huh? It's gone. Mukuro's body. It's not here? Maybe the body's inside the tool shed? Waiting for the ending with the prediction of the headmaster bouncing on a crazy style. I didn't find anything even close to a dead body. But if it's not here either, then it must be gonna be in the bio lab. But corpse is the only thing I need to check in here. There's one other thing. That tarp. That tarp played a key role in the other case, so I better look into it. The killer used the tarp to keep the sprinkler from getting the body wet, which means the killer might have left some clue behind here. Huh? I didn't notice it before, but it's a small stamp on the corner of the tarp. It says Biolab. And this originally came from the Biolab? The tarp has been added to the troop bullet section of your handbook. It's that pickaxe. On the handle it says, Crazy Diamond. It's the same thing that was written on the back of Mondo's coat. This pickaxe connected to Mondo somehow. Strange. Wait, hold on. It's that lawnmower. I don't think it's related to the case. Okay. It says Monokuma, so I was just curious. That's all I really needed to check here. Alright. Thanks for letting me know, Makoto. Right, let's go to the dojo. We'll go to the dojo, then we'll go check the biolab again. Oh, Toko, so this is where you were.
What do you want?
What do you want? Am I so disgusting? You want me out of your sight? No, that's not it at all. I just thought maybe you'd found a clue. Well, I haven't. I didn't find anything, not a single clue. I figured since this place related to the case, it would have to have something, right? But there wasn't anything out of the ordinary here. Give it back. Give me back my precious time. Okay, calm down, Toko.
What's your problem?
Don't tell me to calm down. You have any idea what I am going through right now? When everyone finds out, they're gonna call me useless, good for nothing. Nobody's gonna say that. This bitch. Honestly, bring back Genocide Joe. She's the more entertaining one to talk to. Master Will. I'm not sure I can disagree with that. I don't want that. I'm sick of always being looked down on. Why won't anyone accept me? Well, I don't think there's any clues here, so maybe I'm gonna get going. Well, I didn't look. There's a bunch of wooden lockers here. Found a clue in here, but it was just the mastermind's attempt to frame Kyoko. The target seems pretty far away. I'm amazed to see what we can do with bow and arrow. Oh, well, I think coin. Okay, nothing else. Okay, yep. Oh, she's okay. To the bio lab. Wait, what? Oh, is it trial time?
school announcement. Is everyone working hard?
Oh no, this is
Is your
different.
investigation coming along nicely? Well then, since you're all giving it your best, your generous headmaster will give you a little hint. For those of you who are interested, please make your way to the gym ASA possible.
Okay. What? Now he wants to give us a hint? It's suspicious. There's no doubt about that. This could be a trap. But even knowing that, he said they go to the gym, right? I'm curious, but there's something off about how like confident he is. Oh, hey, hero. Oh, Makoto. Why'd you ask with surprise? Oh, no reason. Hear Monokuma's announcement, right? Are you here to find out what he has to say? I just did actually. I'm on my way out. You already talked to him? What'd he say? Oh, wait, that was Makoto. Listen, sorry, but I gotta go. Hero, wait. There's no point in trying to stop him. He ran off like a frightened animal. Hero? It was like he was trying to avoid me. I was hoping to talk to him about the notebook I found in the locker. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Somehow. I guess a lot has happened in the last like 5 minutes. He's been hiding something this whole time? Actually, I think it's been like 30 minutes since we found that notebook. It's just me. Hello, welcome, hello. Are you ready for your final hit? Well, it just happens to be in the envelope on the ground in front of you. The envelope? This must be the envelope. And just so you know, I won't be answering any questions about what you find inside. What? Don't worry, just get on with it. Monokuma's cryptic words didn't make me feel any better, but I picked up the envelope and opened it. What I found was a single photograph. It featured a bunch of faces I recognized extremely well. It was everyone who come to Hope Speak Academy at the same time as me. Okay, yeah, see, Sayaka. Yeah, it's everyone. Except Makoto. And then plates of Makoto is, what's her name? Mukuro. Is everyone come to Hope Speak Academy at the same time as me? Oh, maybe that's why why Hiro was so like weirded out about me, because I wasn't there. Also, why is Junko's face covered? What? It's like Taka's hand is complete. They're pulling a Mike Wazowski on Junko. Wait, but there's someone behind Sayaka. She's the only one I don't recognize. Wait, that's not true. I do recognize her. That's right. When Byakuya and I were in the headmaster's room when we looked at that file, Mukuro Ikusawa. And this girl is. What? Why? Why is Mukuro here with everyone else? And even more than that, just having everyone here pose like this is weird enough by itself. And we're all wearing matching uniforms. I don't remember anything like this. And now that I'm looking at it, it's not even everyone. Yeah, Makoto's not there. I'm not in the picture. I'm the one not there. The picture has all 15 other students, but not me. But I guess that makes sense. After all, I don't remember even taking a picture like this. I went to junior high with Sayaka, but the first time I met everyone else was when we arrived at Hope Speak Academy. So it's natural for me not to be in the picture, but what's definitely unnatural is that everyone else is in the picture. I thought everyone was like me and didn't know each other until they got here. Well, we've established that they probably did some stuff and like they did memory wiping somehow. But if this picture is real, then could it be everyone else and just me? Everyone here except me is. How am I gonna keep up this rambling soliloquy of yours, Hamlet?
What are you gonna
You're kind of getting in the way. You're kind of getting in the way standing there, you know. So I mean, get out. But I told you I'm not fielding any questions. What kind of mystery would it be if I gave you all the answers? That'd be totally out of left field. Oh, he's freaking out again. They're mashing the keys. I guess that means he's done talking. Damn it. Group photo has been added to the true bullet section of your handbook. So in the end, all I found in the gym was even more confusion. And with that confusion in hand, I left the gym dejected. How does that count as a hint? It just made me even more confused. Is that what Monocum was going for? Did he put together a fake photo just to confuse me? Yeah, we haven't really gotten any more answers to these pictures. But it looks so real, so full of life. How could anyone fake that? Which would mean everyone but me. Maybe they really did. They did go to school here. Because we established that Kyoko has her memories missing. And we're now getting all this like cover up. Or we're finding out all this stuff about her dad being the headmaster. And clearly the stuff she doesn't remember about her dad having been a headmaster at the school. And some big tragedy happened. Maybe like they did go to school here. But then at some point all their memories got wiped. And then they were put into this like killing game. Like they already went to school here, and that's why they have all these pictures. Like these pictures are real pictures that happened. It just led to but their memories were wiped because we established that happened to Kyoko, so that's why no one remembers anything about each other. They probably just don't remember anything about Hope's Peak Academy at all. And Makoto might actually have just been brought in. I don't know when he was brought in, but he might have been brought in like somehow for this. I don't even know like what, because he was planned to be here because all his data is here. That's the only thing I can't figure out right now. Maybe I should just ask everyone directly. That should clear all this up. No, I have to clear all this up. Alright, well, where is everyone? Is everyone still in the same places? Okay, nope, Byaku's back in the archive, our special place. Heroes in the garden. Toko's in the biolab now. Hina's in the dining hall. And no word on where Kyoko is, I don't think. Yeah, Kyoko's not on the map yet. Alright, well... Hina's like right here, so I might as well go talk to her. Yeah, so that's interesting. I'm sticking with that right now, that they all actually did go to Hope Peak Academy at some point, but something wiped their memories, and then they were put into this. So this is what you've been hiding. Listen, I was hoping to talk to you. Makoto? Oh yeah, everyone saw the picture and was like, oh, I don't like that he's not there. Sorry, you gotta go. What? She ran off so fast I didn't have time to ask her to stop. Hina, why? Why won't you talk to me? Because they're all suspicious of me now. Alright, I'm just gonna teleport to everyone else. Byakuya is over here. the archives. He's like, how'd I know? How'd you know I was here? Because like, there's no other place I expect you to be. Oh, Byakuya. Listen, do you think we could talk? Byakuya?
That's enough.
I have nothing to talk to you about. Don't talk to me as if we're friends. Hey, Byakuya, wait! But of course he didn't. He just walked away. What the? Why was he acting like that? Makoto, just piece it together. Like he was purposely trying to avoid me. You can do it, Makoto. Maybe after the fourth person. You just have to talk to Hiro and Toko first. Maybe then he'll figure it out. Alright. 5th floor. Alright, time to talk to Hiro. He's gonna avoid us. Makoto's gonna be like, why is he avoiding me? Hey, Hiro. Ugh. Oops. Makoto, what's going on with you? Every time I see you, freak out like that. No. Sorry, but I'm in a big hurry. Once again, he ran off like a terrified rabbit. Hiro, what's wrong? I still wasn't able to talk to him about the notebook I found. It's like he was avoiding me. Like he was afraid of me. Why? Alright, and Toko's in the bio lab. Question. I'm listening. Have you heard of Dungeon Crawler Carl? Yeah, I have heard of it. I never read it. I don't even actually really know the synopsis of it. I decided to visit the biolab one more time, and the first thing I saw when I got there was her passed out again. Oh, cause she probably saw a body. Huh? Toko? Yeah, she pulled out the thing and saw a body. Toko, are you okay? No. She's not dead, is she? Yeah, she's genocide Joe now. You know what? I welcome it. Look. It's cold. It's super cold. It's so cold. I think I might catch a cold. If you taking naps in places like this, I'm sure you will. What? I was asleep? I must have fainted again. I bet you were sitting there staring at me, getting all excited, weren't you? No, I wasn't. Oh, then what? Hot and bothered, straight up horny? Okay, so why did you pass out? I don't know. Last thing I remember, was me waking up now. Was me waking up just now. What did you do to Mrs. Morose? Oh, that's right. Your memory stops and starts each time you switch. Bingo bazinga. I thought. Wait, yeah, she did say bazinga. I forgot. Oh no, she's turning into young Sheldon. We share some basic knowledge, but our memories are very much separate. And don't say it like it's a bad thing. It's a blessing as far as I'm concerned. Alright, Saribot said there's an ad break, so I'm gonna take like 1 minute to just go grab another bottle of water. I'll be right back. That was actually perfect timing. I'm pretty sure I got like back right as soon as that stopped. Okay. Just making sure that door is closed. You know, I can't wait to watch the anime of this. One thing I really want to see is how the voice actor does the difference between Genocide Jill and Toko. I want to see how much they like change up their voice. Oh, wait, oops. Because even if she forgets something, I totally remember. So it's like double the memory. No, it's more like Genocide Jack's memory has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Oh, interesting. Genocide Jack would absolutely... You can't wipe her memory. But all I know right now is, where's my little darling? Tell me now or I'll slit your throat. I don't know. I'm sure Byaku's around somewhere doing his own investigation.
Yes.
By himself? I assume so. Knew it. I totally knew it. I'm a total pro when it comes to all things master. Anyway, I gotta go. I can't even imagine how lonely he must be right now. Toko shot off, her eerie laughter echoing behind her. Who would have thought Toko might be one of like the key pieces to this whole mystery? That's crazy. I totally forgot to ask her about the picture. Well, there's no point in asking Genocide Jack anyway. Besides, I have more important things to do right now. Why did Toko faint? There's gotta be some reason for it, because she saw his body. The fridge is open. But I'm sure they were all shut last time I was here. That must be why she passed out.
Right.
She faints so easily. I had a feeling it was Kyoko. Kyoko?
Makoto.
It's getting late, isn't it? Are you okay?
Indeed.
I'm sorry if I made you worry. No, you don't have to apologize.
Listen.
But listen, about this room. Oh yeah,
It would seem
it's a morgue. Yeah,
I knew it.
I suspected as much. DVD screensaver. Oh yeah, when I do my BRB thing, it does a DVD screensaver thing. I'm pretty sure anyone can like do that. I forget. I think it's bits that you use it with, but you can join that and have your like icon be the thing that is on there too with my thing. Like I think if you go there. Yeah, it starts up and then you can also do it somehow. I'm not entirely sure how it works. I just put it on as an extension for fun. And Toko must have looked inside the fridge, seen what was in there, and well, there you have it. You knew she'd fainted?
Indeed.
I was on my way here when Genocide Jack came running past me. I assumed she must have sneezed, but once I got inside, the real reason became clear.
It would seem
I meant she came here to investigate, and when she opened the slot there, that's when she saw the body inside and dropped like a bag of rocks. Why's everything gotta be so difficult with her? Anyway, we should close this up. Don't leave it hanging open like that. Yeah, good idea.
Makoto.
Give me a hand with this. Kyoko approached the fridge, hands outstretched, but suddenly she stopped. What's wrong?
Listen.
Maybe we should wait a second before closing it. Huh? How come? Because Mukuro's body is in here. Mukuro's corpse? Mukuro's body's inside the fridge?
I see.
Just like every other time, the mastermind probably brought it up here while we were in the class trial. That mastermind did it? Because they assumed we wouldn't be doing the class trial over again, I guess.
So...
You may be right. Either way, now I can finally get a good look at the body. Oh, that's right. Kyoko didn't get a chance to look at the body during the investigation.
Makoto.
I need to do my own examination of the corpse as soon as possible. I'm going to find a clue this time. I'm going to grab the mastermind by the tail. Okay, so what should I do?
So then...
Why don't you just wait over there? I'll let you know as soon as I'm finished. Just wait over there, and that's it? It's a fridge meant for storing dead bodies. I can't do it, I can't look inside. But I want to see. On the left side, yeah, I guess that's last time.
It would seem...
It would seem the blue light comes on when the slot is occupied. So when someone's in there, the blue light comes on. Looking around the number of lights that are on, including Mukuro's, there's 9 in all. 9. 9 lights? Highlight lights have been updated in the true bullet section of your handbook. Yeah, we already looked at this. Alright, now what? I should ask Kyoko about that group photo. After all, she's in it too. I don't let me interrupt your investigation, but I just wanted to ask you about something. What is it? It's about that mouse Monokuma made earlier. You mean the one about a hint or something? I didn't take him up on the offer. Huh? Why not?
Because
The only reason he'd give us a hint at this point would be to confuse us, to cloud our judgment. Oh yeah, true. I can only solve this mystery on my own, without whatever hint he may have to offer. That's a good point. I wish I could go back and do the same, but what's done is done, I guess. Standing here looking at her, I don't think she's hiding anything from me. Is she right? Is the mastermind forged that picture as a trap to confuse us? No, I don't think it's a forgery. That's got to be it. There's no other explanation. Yes, there is. All right, no, it's the same thing. That's the first. Alright, anything else I can do? I guess I just wait for her. You know, I think I've seen a tarp like this somewhere before. Oh yeah, oh yeah, we need to check that. Ah, it's the same one as the one I found in the garden tool shed. My childhood. Oh yeah, I love a good DVD screensaver. Watching those just like bounce on the screen. I did spend an embarrassingly long amount of time as a kid watching that. And if I remember, that tarp, it had a stamp on it that said Biolab. Yeah, that's the tarp that was used to help camouflage the murder in the garden. At some point, someone got it from Biolab and took it over there. Tarp is added to the true bullet section, yeah. Okay, Makoto, I'm done. Already? Jeez, that was fast.
indeed.
Anyone can do good work if they go slow, and that spirit doesn't make my report brief. So, did you find anything?
Indeed.
I pay careful attention to the wounds and the traces of blood, and it seems highly likely that if I could find the good DVD bound screen, I'd stream them all offline. That'd be a good 24-hour stream. The stomach wound and the blow to the back of the head were inflicted after death. That's what she said. Really? The burnt tissue made things a little difficult, but I'm completely confident in my findings. So that means neither of those were fatal injury, right? Then what was the fatal injury? Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. The victim had been stabbed a single time with a knife, which went completely through the body. They had also been struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe. The body was covered in other wounds, but these were at least several days old. I did notice that this did not say anything about a fatal blow. The only option is those other wounds, but the file says they were old.
Is that right?
When did it say they were old? Huh?
Because
All the Monokuma file says that they were inflicted at least several days ago. Guess I don't see the difference?
wrong.
Well, the difference is immense, considering the impression they give.
Listen.
You seem to be equating several days old with simply old,
However,
but that doesn't quite follow logically. Old wounds, it makes it sound like they've been there forever, like they are not related to the murder. Are you saying they are? But we all got the Monokuma file right after she was killed, right? So if the wounds were at least a few days old, there's no way they could have had anything to do with it.
so then,
But what if Mukuro herself wasn't killed within the last few days? What?
at the very least,
Certainly you can allow it as one of many possibilities, can't you? One of many?
Right.
A detective doesn't have supernatural powers. There's no way to predict the answer from the beginning. Instead, the ideal detective begins by imagining as many possible scenarios as they can. If they were there forever, how does that make sense, Kyoko? No, she's saying they weren't there forever. Or at least, yeah, they weren't, like, related to she's saying they're related to this murder. They weren't there forever. Instead, the ideal detective begins by imagining as many possible scenarios as they can.
In other words,
They envision the possibilities without prejudice, without bias, using only their logic and common sense. Then, as they investigate, they test what they find against each of these possibilities. Of course, me telling you this doesn't mean you'll be any good at detective work, but beyond using that to solve this particular mystery, you should be able to keep it in mind for the future. Kyoko's account has been added to the truth bill section right here.
Hey,
So, if there's anything else you'd like to know about the condition of the body, now's the time. Come to think of it, there was one thing. Earlier ones looking at Mukuro's profile listed her height and weight.
so
5 foot 7 inches, 97 pounds. Vitals were 31, 22, 32. Did I get that all right? You remembered all that? They are indeed consistent with the corpse. So then,
indeed.
oh, and you're a detective, and now you're Batman. You'll never be Batman. I mean, she doesn't have the tools, but she gets pretty close. Don't forget about the Terminator tattoo. There's absolutely no mistake.
Indeed.
Our victim in this case, without a doubt, Mukuro Ikusaba. Mukuro Ikusaba's profile has been updated to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook.
And
Is that all you wanted to ask? Yeah, I think so.
so then,
It looks like we have no further business with Mukuro's body. Let's get going. It's kind of chilly here. Oh wait, are we not going to put the body back? Don't you think it's kind of sad leaving it out like this?
why?
Sad. Did you forget she was our enemy once? Part of the ultimate despair. But she still got killed. She's still a victim.
Hey,
You ever heard the phrase, you reap what you sow? Well, yeah, but still. You really are naive, you know that? No, it's really quite appalling. Honestly, same Kyoko. Not I. Like, who cares? She tried to kill you. But she could have abandoned me, but she decided to help me instead. So for someone like that, what does it mean to be naive?
so then,
I think we've done all we can do here. Back to our separate investigations, yes? Hold on. I still have one more thing to do. Something I need to talk to Kyoko about. I need to ask her about the pocketbook I found in the locker. If I don't do it now... He is awful. Hey, Kyoko. I just have one last thing. I know I should... I think the thing is, though, Makoto is supposed to, like... He is symbolically supposed to be, like, the most, like, the beacon of hope in this entire situation. So it makes sense why he's like that. It makes complete sense, like, why he's like that. He sees, like, the good in everything and the good in everyone. So he's supposed to be, like, the beacon of hope to combat this, like... Monokuma as this like true beacon of despair. So at least makes sense from it makes sense from a writing standpoint, but it is extremely frustrating to read and listen to. I do have one last thing. I know I shouldn't, but I feel like I have to ask.
what?
You mean the alternate Protagon? Yeah, basically. Go ahead then. Out with it. Have you really not seen your dad once since you got here?
What?
What?
So,
What do you mean? Well, you know all those lockers on the second floor of the dorms?
indeed.
I do, yes. But to get into any of the lockers, you need the handbook of whoever the locker belongs to. Actually, I managed to get them open using the emergency handbook.
I see.
The one you found in the headmaster's hidden room. Oh, Kirito, an apology.
And
So, did you find anything worthwhile in the lockers? They deemed RO word ban. Wait, so does that count for when the game does it too? I forgot. How long is... Did I ever put like an actual length on the word ban? Man, Fermi really coming out with all these these bans. Oops. Oh, 5 minutes. Okay. F. Kirito, he sucks. I never watched Sword Art Online, so I don't even know anything about him really. These guys don't really do much for me. I found the pocketbook, and after looking through it, I think it must be your pocketbook.
why is that?
I'd rather spend an eternity with Makoto than 5 minutes with Kirito. What makes you say that?
Because
Like I said, only lockers owner should be able to get into it, right? I can't imagine those lockers belong to any of us. After all, we only got access to that area just recently. What I'm saying is, there's no way I could have access to any of those lockers. Watch I say, or bridge will be better. Okay. And if I did have a pocketbook, why would I bother putting it in a locker? Everything you just said makes perfect sense, but there was something written inside. It was about Headmaster, about your father.
what? If that's true,
Could that mean that video is real too? Video?
Makoto,
Makoto, I think everything is finally starting to fit together to reveal a cohesive picture. Although I'm afraid that picture might be worse than anything we could have imagined. Oh, what are you talking about? I need to go investigate those lockers right now. I need to confirm what you just said with my own 2 eyes. Oh, let me give you the Headmaster's Handbook. That way you can...
So,
That won't be necessary. If I'm right about this, I shouldn't have any problem opening the locker with my own handbook. Oh, I wasn't there when you announced it. Oh, what did you announce? I'm working on some new emails. Oh, nice. After all, it seemed that it's my locker. Now I have to watch for that word being in the game. Your locker?
Makoto,
If you watch this, it all makes sense. A DVD, and it says Class 78 Urgent Interviews.
so,
I found it in that hidden room after you left.
anyway,
I don't have any time to explain exactly what I think it means, so just watch it and see for yourself. I think you realize exactly what it means. You understand why you found my pocketbook in a place none of us have ever seen before. A bad emote and an up emote, nice. None of this makes sense right now, but I guess that means there's some important clue on this DVD. Interview DVDs been added to the Trooper section.
Makoto,
Oh, and now it's my turn. Do you have a second to listen to me ramble? Ramble?
in other words,
So, as it turns out, arrangements I'd made didn't stick. What I mean is, I'm less and less sure of everything, even my own feelings. You're talking about your dad, right? I can never find answers to questions I wanted to ask for the rest of my life. And all because of the mastermind.
however,
Oops, I did it. But there's one thing I am sure of. When it comes to mastermind, there's no room in my head for heart for forgiveness. I swore to destroy Mastermind. This is the one more reason to follow through on that. Kyoko's eyes burn with fire of determination. The determination to defeat the Mastermind. It's strange to be confronted with his death and suddenly feel this way. I couldn't care less if my father had found happiness.
why?
So why is it? Why does it bother me so much to know he suffered? Determination? Undertale? We're in Undertale now? It's ridiculous. There's just no understanding it, I guess. She let out a small laugh as she said it, but her smile was filled with sorrow.
Whew.
So, that's it for my rambling. There's still so much to do before I can consider my task complete. Yeah, you're right.
Hey,
Keep this in mind. There is only ever one absolute truth. Whether that truth serves justice or suffering, whether it's the greatest truth or the worst. What do you mean?
Makoto,
Even if truth you uncover is filled with hopelessness, you still can't give up hope. I stare hard at that spaghetti. I know it's fake, fills me with determination. Absolutely not, because all I can do is keep moving forward. That's pretty much all I'm good at, you know? Indeed. Sorry if that was strange.
so then,
Alright. I can say the again. Awesome. I'll see you at the class trial. Leaving behind that final farewell, Kyoko was gone. I better get going myself. I got the DVD from Kyoko. I should head to the AV room to check it out. Kyoko said something about hopeless truth. But no matter what happens, I won't lose hope. Even if it's the worst truth in the world. I can't afford to lose. Alright, let's go to the AV room. I do think whenever the trial hits, I'm probably gonna call it there, because that's probably gonna be a long thing. And I prefer to save that for like the end of the... I'll probably save it for tomorrow, not in like the middle of like a near 3-hour stream. AV room is... Wait, why can't I get to the... Okay, here we go. Yeah, there it is. This should be able to play DVDs just fine. Well then, I better take a look. I took the DVD Kyoka gave me and put it in the player. It said that it was playing, but nothing appeared on the screen. I stared into the black of the monitor. It must have only been a few seconds, but to me it felt like an eternity. And then all of a sudden, an image appeared. Sayaka? To my total surprise, I hadn't seen Sayaka in who knows how long, and there she was.
Okay then, are you ready to begin?
That's Kyoko's dad. The voice I heard was of the man positioned on one side of the screen. It's the voice of a middle-aged man.
I do apologize, but I hope you don't mind if I record our conversation. I'm a little slow, you know. I never really got the hang of taking notes while having a conversation.
It sounded like he was trying to make a joke, but Sayaka's tense face didn't move a single millimeter.
So this video is meant to serve as a kind of contract substitute. It's not that I don't trust you guys. It's more like insurance. So please don't worry too much.
Interesting.
Now then, let me get straight to the point. There is a chance that you may have to spend the rest of your life here in the school. Can you accept that?
I don't even remember how I did Sayaka's voice. I think it was just like the general like high-pitched voice. You want me to accept that? Sayaka's obviously at a total loss. It made total sense. Who would agree to spending the rest of your life in this school? I accept. What?
Thank you. And I'm sorry about all this. Well, I can promise you that I will do everything in my power to keep you safe. As the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy, I give you my word.
At that point cue, that's where the video cut out. Because I hadn't understood up until now. But this, only this. I simply couldn't comprehend what I'd heard. Because I know how much Sayaka wanted to get out of here. I know how much she wanted to escape and pursue her dreams with her friends. She wanted that so bad, she tried to frame me for murder. So why? Why would she say yes to living here for the rest of her life? As I sat here thinking about it, I noticed a sudden light. On the monitor, the video I thought was finished flashed back on screen. Mine darted back to the screen. And if I was confused before, when I saw next pushed me right over the edge. Huh? What I saw was me? Possibly undeniably me.
So Makoto, before we begin, I should let you know.
Is this the voice he heard in his dream?
Conversation.
Yes.
Me and the headmaster were looking at each other. He and I were having what seemed like a fairly normal conversation. But the I in here and now, had absolutely no memory of it. I had no memory of even meeting the headmaster, much less sitting down and talking to him like this.
Now, shall we get straight to the point? Makoto, there's a chance you may have to spend the rest of your life here in the school. Can you accept that?
Yes.
Yes. This can't be real. I said
I'm
yes.
sorry I'm putting you through all this.
Well, I mean, you don't have much of a choice, do you?
But I promise that as long as you're in this school, I will do everything I can.
So they must have
to protect
known
you.
about... This must have been something that they must have known about the killer or something. and it was some kind of plan to catch them, maybe.
As the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy, that's the very least I can do for you.
Because they seemed very determined about like staying here, and there was probably some like important cause that was like, yeah, we'll stay here to do this, because Makoto's like, we don't have a choice. Once again, the video cut out. From there, the video repeated the same scene and again with the others. Byakuya, Toko, Hina, everyone. They all said that they agreed to live in this school forever. And then Kyoko. Her interview with him had been recorded just as clearly. Without a doubt, she had met him. She sat down with the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy, her father. And when he asked her his question, she answered the same as everyone else. She accepted life within the school, just as Kyoko's interview was wrapping up. The monitor started to went black. Huh? It wasn't just the monitor, the DVD player itself had apparently turned off. Which of course meant the DVD wasn't playing anymore. Well, what the heck just happened?
Say what?
Oopsie, looked like it broke. Out of service. What? It just happened to break just now?
Too bad.
Now then, when doesn't matter. Failure can strike anywhere, anytime. That's what failure is, right? Failure my ass. You cut the power on purpose. Well, whatever. Even if I watched the whole thing, it'd just be more of the same. He asked them a question and they'd all say yes. I couldn't help myself. I let out a huge exasperated sigh, but as I did, I remembered something.
That's right.
I fainted too, and when I woke up, I noticed a strange feeling of separation within myself, a disconnect.
It would seem...
Thinking back on it now, at that point my memory was gone. At that time I'd forgotten. I couldn't remember why I'd come to the school, and I couldn't remember what my ultimate ability was. But what would make you forget all that?
Hey.
Strange, isn't it? It's hard to imagine it happened by chance. It seems much too convenient. A convenient outcome. Something that seems to obviously work in the favor of the mastermind. So, does that mean I've lost my memory too? What about the others? Have we all forgotten? Or... Interview DVD has been updated in the treatable section of your handbook. Ding dong, bing bong.
For anything that has a start, there has to be an end. And if the end comes, then that means it's time for a fresh start. There is no night that doesn't have a dawn. Although that dawn is totally pitch black, there is no storm that won't eventually end. Of course, then that leads to drought. But as I said, every end is the promise of a new beginning. Which is why I'm sure we'll get to meet again. Because the end is only the beginning. Anyway, let's get started. The beginning of the end of the class trial. Everyone gather once again at you know where.
I wish he said what did he say? The word red door on the first floor. And every rose has its thorn. It's about to begin again. The class trial is going to start. The final class trial. The last time our lives will be on the line. The last time hope and despair are on the line. I don't have a choice. I have to do this. Okay then. This is the end. Okay, we usually get a save prompt right before, so I guess I'm the first one this time.
Makoto,
You're early, Makoto.
listen.
Does that mean you feel prepared? Yeah, for now at least. But where's everyone else? Why aren't they here yet?
However,
Don't worry, I'm sure they'll be here soon. And just like she said, Byakuya. Byakuya? They arrived one after another. Yeah, they're all sus of me because they saw the picture in the gym. But they're all in the same state of shock. Hina? Hero? Silence. And it wasn't any normal silence. It was a deafening silence of fear and suspicion. It was like the first class trial. I already know who's gonna come in to break that silence. Yeah. I'm late. Strong silent master is so wonderful, so cool, so hot. My lungs are ablaze. Now listen, everything will be fine if you leave it to me. With my sharp scissors in hand, I'll stab and gouge and shiv the master of evil. But I thought you couldn't kill anyone but adorable little. But I thought you couldn't kill anyone but adorable little boys. If it's what master wants, it can be a boy, girl, or anything in between. I can handle it. Oh, she's back to Togo. Where am I? No human language can describe the disappointment I'm feeling right now. He still blamed Byakuya for making her not talk. No, he only made Togo not talk. He made Genocide Jill not talk, but I don't blame him for making Togo not talk, honestly. Is everyone here? Ooh, and wearing our gloomy Gus faces, I see.
Well now.
Okay, well then, let's begin. I still like Genocide Joe though.
Thrills, chills, kills.
This final class trial is gonna be slathered in pitch black despair, climaximum sorrow.
That's fine.
You're right, this is the final class trial, and this time, it'll be fair. What do you mean this time? Stop with all the slander. I'm a baron in good standing, you know. If there was a Mr. Fair Guy Universe contest, I'd take home the tiara every year. I'm gonna win this game super fair and square.
Today, I'm
Now make sure everyone's watching at home knows that despair is mightier than the hope.
Stop talking.
Enough of your tedious drivel. Begin the trial already. Sure. Let's begin the trial already. I'll be waiting for you down below.
You guys.
So don't try and run away. Laughing as loud as ever, Monokuma disappeared. Whatever.
In the name of my family.
This will be over in no time. With an inexplicable confidence, Byakuya was the first into the elevator. One by one, the others followed. Nobody made eye contact, nobody said a word, they just disappeared into the elevator.
Hey,
They're all acting odd. Like they're paranoid, suspicious of each other.
however,
But you know why that is, don't you? Yeah, I think so.
however,
Well, you can tell us about it soon. At the class trial. You're right, I'm ready.
so...
Ready to win, right? Of course. I'm glad to hear you say that. And then Kyoko was aboard the elevator. I started making my way toward the opening, step after step toward that gaping maw. I had resolved that this would be the last time. I repeated to myself that there was no fear, no mystery left. I pushed the anxiety down, calmed my trembling body, and finally, on steady legs, I passed the threshold and stood in the elevator. Without warning, it began to descend. Deeper and deeper. Deeper and deeper, deeper still. Deeper and deeper, deeper and deeper, deeper and deeper. Deeper and deeper it fell. I closed my eyes and sight fell away. All sound, too, disappeared. Alone in the universe, I waited for the elevator doors to open for the last time. What could have been seconds or centuries later? I felt the gentle vibrations of the elevator come to an end. I slowly opened my eyes. This is the final trial site? What do you think? This is the perfect background for deciding a person's fate? It's a long-awaited last stage, the always exciting final boss battle. And I'm gonna sit in on this one. I'll just sit right here in the vacant 16th seat. It's like someone has the case on Mondays, yeah. That's basically how I feel on a Monday.
Thrills, chills.
Well then, let's begin! Alright. Nope, we're gonna save there. And we're gonna leave on a cliffhanger. All right, so wait, hold on. Let me just make sure nothing actually plays. If I can just exit this. Wait, how do I? Oh wait, here we go. System. Okay, yeah, there we go. All right, cool. All right, well, yeah. Have I seen Office Space? Oh no, I still haven't seen it yet. I forgot. I had a busy weekend, honestly. Um, but yeah, probably at some point. Um, but yeah, so I don't want to. If I tried to do the trial tonight, this stream is gonna go on for super long because I don't want to stop it in the middle of the trial. I prefer to do it at the beginning of the trial. So I guess we'll do this final trial tomorrow, and yeah, I guess that might be the end of potentially the end of Danganronpa, but we'll see. But yeah, so I will see you here tomorrow. I guess around like 10. I'll put out a schedule on the Discord. I should probably link that just in case there are people in here who aren't in it. But yeah, I'll post my schedule on Discord for this week. I think what we're gonna do is Danganronpa PS Tuesday, and then on Thursday we might play a little bit of Peak. And that might be the schedule for this week. So yeah, so I will see you tomorrow for more Danganronpa, and yeah, thank you for coming out, and hope you have a good time. Awesome. I can't read because of spoilers. Yep, no worries. All right then. I will see everyone next time. Hope you have a good rest of your night or day, depending on where you are. All right, see ya.